This video is not sponsored by Five Guys. Anyway, hello everyone, this is Kam. Welcome to another BOTB video. Today we are doing the midweek competition picture, week number 8. So before we get started, guys, make sure don't forget to give us some thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and consider joining the patrons, guys. Link in the description below. Membership starts from only £3 per month, and you can get access to the VIP WhatsApp and the Facebook group. Okay, a lot of people joined. Let's see. Kanil just joined. How's it going, Kanil? Hope you're good. Ryan, hope you're good. Shani, how's it going? Alan, good evening. MD Hakim, how's it going? Sam, how's it going? Hope you're good. Hi, Alan. Kate, Don, how's it going? Adam, hope you're good. Ophir, hope you're good. Don, that's your coordinate. No problem. So everyone that submit your coordinate, will take that in a minute. All right. It's time to change the background. Okay, right. So let's get started. Shane also joined. How's it going? Ham's joined. Hope you're good. A lot of new people joined. Facebook user, which is the VIP member. How's it going? Okay, Alkesh Patel saying, "What's up, Cam? Can you take my order?" I'm not serving. I'm eating. Okay, I'm here to eat. Naib, walaikum salam. Hope you're good. Okay. Moses, hope you're good. Yasso, how's it going? KP62 saying the background is cool. Thank you so much. Don't say you made me hungry. Of course, Five Guys all day long. Okay, right. So let's go ahead and have a look at this new picture. We haven't got much time. So it's last few hours before the competition closes, the midweek competition. Hope we get another winner in the family, especially the patrons. So join patrons, guys. Link is right there, which is patreon.com/Kam Hasan. So if you like to join Patreon, if you like to win, if you want a little bit of extra luck, make sure you join. Okay, we got Imti with us. How's it going, Imti?
Evening, Cam. How you doing, mate?
Not too bad, mate. Hope you're good.
Yeah, man. I'm just tired.
Did you just miss my background?
Huh?
Five Guys.
Sponsored. Proper sponsored.
What about this? 15 grand?
Yeah.
Once again. Okay, right. Anyway, Tom,
you know
just subscribe. Thank you, Tom, for subscribing to the channel.
You
got Shan here
with that video, man.
Evening, guys.
What happened to you? Have you moved to Nigeria?
No headphones. I've got a different device. I used to be on my phone. I used to be on my phone, but I've got a tablet.
You look like you've really had a tan, bro. You need to.
I can't sort the brightness out, to be honest.
You got the light behind you. You got the light behind you. You need the light in front of you.
Yeah, Shan's hiding.
You need the light in front of your face.
You can see me. It's a new device because I normally go live stream on my phone, but like I said, it's a new device. So I'm just figuring it out. Yeah,
yeah.
You can hear me. You can see me there.
Yeah, you got a laptop.
Yeah, it's a tablet actually. It's them kind of mini tablet / laptop kind of. It's one of them.
Extra chance. Yeah. Go ahead. Yes. Okay, right. So as we said, we haven't got much time for the midweek, so make sure, guys, submit your code as soon as possible. So hoping to get another winner in the family. Let's just put us at the top. There you go. Okay, right. So the extension Father Steve asked, I need to send him that. Yes, Dean, hope you're good. There you go. Father Steve just joined us. Cool.
Evening, guys.
What is that? If I was a bigger YouTuber, I would be in a lot of trouble now.
Why?
Oh, my mate. Anyway, it's just all a banter, guys. It's all joking. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. What's next? All I can see is Shan's teeth. There you go. It looks like an old device. Okay. Yeah, the hotel that we are going to on the meetup, they said there's going to be a power cut on that day. So I said to them not to worry because we got Shan there. So he's going to stay till midnight. So he's going to just sit like that.
That's a couple of weekends, isn't it? Away. It's not far, is it?
I've got People asking you is right, but what it is, I've got LED lights. You know, it's like LED I've got, and they're really bright.
You got a xenon light,
Stop
bro.
echoing.
You got a xenon headlight.
Your lighting's wrong, Shani.
I don't know.
Sean, listen. Your face needs to be facing the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a
Turn
light
round.
behind you.
No.
It's on top of you.
No.
Look up. There you go.
Yeah.
You see? So you have to turn the sofa around, and then sit this side. Because we literally can't see you.
You can see me.
Look
I can
at
see you, lot. You can see me. Everybody
can see us.
me.
You can of
Can't
course see
see
us,
me.
bro. We can't see you. Problem with
right.
you, innit?
Audience, can you see me? The followers.
No,
see
you
me?
say no in the comment section. Anyway, no one gives a shit,
Let's
Sean.
get on with it.
Let's go ahead and have a look. Let's buy some tickets. Well, get some tickets.
How many you played so far, lads?
I have played 30.
Cam's gonna play 75. You know that.
Bullshit. No, I'm not. I'm
It's
not giving
midweek.
them one more penny, bro. That's it. BOTB are not getting any money from me, even though you got about £32 so far today, but you're not getting any more.
It's midweek.
Yeah, we all know that.
Welcome back, Sean.
So I know what I'm trying to say, MT, is it's midweek and Cam plays 75 because the tickets are cheap. That's what I'm trying to say.
Do you think that's why I play 75? Even on Dream Car, I pay 75. It cost me about 400 quid, but I still
Do you
play.
remember when you used to play them 100 tickets when I first started?
Yeah. Well, forget 100 tickets, bro. 150 tickets. Remember? Oh, well, you don't remember. You didn't play that time, but yeah, 150 tickets.
Crazy.
That time, the Tesla Model S ticket used to be about £3, less than £3, I think. That wasn't the plaid model. You know, the other one, 75, whatever that is, 75D. So that's what I used to play for all the time, and then they took it off. Obviously, they stopped making them. So yeah, that's what I used to play. 150 tickets.
The guy's saying they can't see me.
We've been saying that to you since the start of the stream, bro. You didn't listen to us.
Yeah.
I don't know, MT. To be honest, it's a new device, isn't it? So normally I'll be on the
Sean,
mobile.
it doesn't
You
matter
just
about
need
the
to have the
device.
light. You need the light facing you because it's behind you. So all
Thank
we're
you,
seeing
Dee.
is like a silhouette. And Steve's kind of the same. It's above him, so we can just see his forehead.
Yeah, but Steve's got a bit of a shine going on over there, isn't it? So it's all right.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna
There you go.
move it across. Wait a minute, I'm gonna move across here.
Well, there he is.
There you go. We got Darren Devilson.
Triple
Smart
kill.
Devilson.
How you doing, guys?
How's it going, mate?
Oh, good.
I've just had to vomit back. I was.
There you go.
There we go.
Back to Pakistan.
Yeah. No, it's going dark
No,
again.
Kashmir. My parents are originally from Kashmir.
Oh yeah.
Nah, you didn't know that. I don't know if MT's
I
parents are
knew
from
it,
there,
man. I
but
knew it. But I knew it. It's obvious. It's
from
obvious because
Kashmir.
Steve,
from
you want-
Pakistan, most of the people are in UK. They are from Pakistan, Kashmir, innit? Most of them, like.
Yeah, Kashmir. Kashmir is like, say, England and Wales.
Kashmir
So-
is like basically BTEC Switzerland.
Wales. It's like Wales. It's like Wales.
It's from Wales. What? A lot of sheep.
Full of sheep shaggers.
Oi, Dean.
I read your mind. I was a bit behind you, but you got we got the gist.
They're literally behind you.
That
Shan,
is saying in the
you're
dark.
getting darker and darker, bro.
Sean, you threw yourself straight into that one, bro. I know I'm not from Kashmir. So.
Are you not? Are you from Pakistan itself?
Yeah, I'm from Pakistan,
Shan,
but
Shan,
I'm from Islamabad. I'm from the capital.
Shan, you're not
Islamabad.
understanding what I'm trying to say. Okay, let me speak to your language. Shan, is that okay if you turn around the other way? Just
You
face the
can't turn
light.
the other way.
There we go.
It didn't get me.
Don't give
I'll tell
Sean
you
your
one
bank
thing.
account.
I'm gonna show my light.
What's that?
Steve, you watching the game?
Okay, mate, sorry.
You watching the game?
Oh yes.
Now what?
Yeah, now you're better now. Anyway,
Is it
people
better
are
than
watching
it?
and we're doing this. Let's get to this. All right, guys, submit your code and I'm going to start taking coordinates from now. You guys carry on. And I'll just put all the coordinates. Father Steve, sorry, I'll send you that in a minute. I was going to send you when you text me. I was in toilet, but I tried to send you the link from my phone, but it doesn't work for some reason. So I have to send you from the computer. So
No problem.
Did you want the 2 previous averages, Cam, or not?
Yeah. Give me that, please.
yes, please. Yeah.
Okay. We have.
One second, please, Dean. Just
Yep, no worries, buddy. When you're ready.
Okay, so found it for Father Steve. Let me just send him that. Who's the daddy? I like Father Steve's name. Who's the daddy? Big Daddy, yeah? Okay. Yes, go ahead, Dean, if you got the averages.
Yeah, we got 2 of them. We got 1864.
Yeah.
1090.
1090.
Yep, 1090. Yep.
Yep.
And then the very first one we had was 1902.
Yep.
1064.
Which picture is this? DC or Midweek?
No, it's Midweek. It's Midweek.
Yeah.
Ah.
So yes, Darren, how's it going?
It's a bit late.
Quick,
I got your text. Well, I got your message, and I was like, I've literally just got back from seeing Flynn and that.
Okay.
So I just fucking ran in, jumped upstairs, and jumped straight on virtually.
Good news for you, Cam. Anyway, full-time Chelsea 3-2.
Oh, lucky get.
Is it?
Yeah, Luton.
Shit, I was pissed, man. What the fuck? Losing to Luton, man. Like 2-1.
You
I,
was
used to live in
1-0
Luton.
down within 2 minutes.
I thought about putting.
Yeah, but how did it happen? Who scored?
I think Lukaku scored the winner.
Werner and Lukaku.
Hey, Cam,
Full
I
time.
thought about.
Yes, Chelsea.
I thought about putting in an offer for Chelsea, but I thought £1 was just too much. I was going to ask for change.
Darren,
This question
I'll go 50-50 with you.
Right, yeah. I'll run it into the ground and burn it down.
Oh no!
Wait, do you guys mind doing me a favour and tell my son to go to sleep and go to bed? 1 second.
Santa's watching.
Oh, sleep.
Go to sleep, little man. You need to go to sleep.
Please
You won't
go to
grow. And you,
All the kids
and
asleep now.
your daddy won't win a
Cheers,
car if
mate.
you don't go to sleep.
Look
Cheers,
at the fifth person across. It's like Santa's watching.
Ho.
Don't call me a hoe.
Yeah, I was going to say. It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
What?
Don't bore us, brother. You are high, as in not you are high. I mean your coordinates high. Look at that.
Are you taking the corners now, Cam?
That's annoying.
No.
That's Father Steve. He's up in the moon. Remember, he came from the moon.
Yeah, that's Father Steve high, isn't it?
I'm
Yeah,
going to
he's
delete
fun.
that one, by the way.
No, that was Dream Car.
That's too high, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a bit too high.
Father Steve is like, I tried something called anyway, I shouldn't be talking about that on the thing. But I'm not gonna say the actual thing. It's called hash. And basically you forget after 2 minutes what you just said or what you're doing. So it's one of those. Father Steve is like or said, oh shit, I thought it's midweek. I'm in a dream car, and then he does his code and then he forgets.
Abu goes, Father Steve's looks like someone who has been smoking wacky backy all day and is trying to keep their eyes open. Abu's a joke.
I was gonna clean my room, but then I got high.
Got a high.
Come
People say that you should buy Chelsea.
People said what?
Some guy saying you should buy Chelsea.
Yeah, I should buy, yeah.
Well, he's still enough, isn't he? So why not?
Yeah, but you know, Steve, his assets are frozen, so we'll talk about that later. after
That's what I was
average
gonna
is
say.
gone.
He's going to sell Chelsea, but the money's going to stay exactly where it is because he can't fucking touch it. He can't get to it because they froze all Russia's banks.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's not going to stay forever, is it?
he's
Chelsea, isn't it?
he probably doesn't bank in a Russian bank. I'm going to stick my neck out and say
Well, he
that.
does it
Offshore
abroad.
account or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
offshore account.
something in
Not
Guernsey
really
or in.
isn't it?
Say again, Steve.
All the money's going to charity, isn't it? For what he gets.
What, for selling Chelsea?
Yeah, but
No,
no,
profit,
what
I
he's
think.
doing is he's still the
You
owner.
don't need
He's
the
in
money,
charge
does
of Chelsea, but he's letting others run it now. He's not doesn't want to get
No,
involved.
he's selling it. No, Shan, he's actually selling the club.
How much is the club worth? How many times do I need to win BOTB?
6.40?
65p
No, I just read before Conor
plus-
McGregor wants to.
plus a 20
Buy
grand
it.
slider.
I was
You know,
thinking more £2 because of the land. You could get quite a few block of flats on there. You know, stick a
3
few
billion.
packets in there or whatever.
I just think they should put them into administration and just give them, a 700-point
They were
deduction or
before.
something.
Before he bought it from, I think that guy Matthew Harding who died in an aircraft accident. I remember he bought it from only for £1 or something. Ken Bates was it? Ken Bates was the chairman, and he ran them really down to administration. Him.
He's asking
Oh,
£4 billion
£4
for Chelsea. He's smoking crack.
No, because I just read before Conor McGregor's interested in buying.
Fucking hell. Can you imagine
Seriously,
that?
No,
don't like
McGregor wanted to buy
He
Man
ain't got
United,
that much
wasn't
money.
he? Didn't he?
He hasn't got that much money, McGregor. He's
Ah.
No, but it's a consortium. Not just him, Dean. When someone's buying as a consortium, it's like a group of 10 people who are going to buy the club. And
Is he not? Was he not going to buy Man United, McGregor?
Yeah, that's who he supports. I think that's who he supports, isn't it, Man United?
Yeah, he does.
I saw a post a long time ago, probably about 4 or 5 months ago. He said, "Shall I buy it?" Like the Man United, he was saying.
He ain't got that much, seriously. He only won, 150 million off boxing.
Man United is they're rich, innit? Like the club, proper rich.
They're not the richest now.
Who's the richest? Man City or
Newcastle.
Newcastle's the richest? No.
Yeah.
And then it's City.
What the hell? Probably the
Newcastle
owner's
own-
the richest, but
No, the
No,
club is
they've got
rich.
the owners.
I mean,
I
how
don't
do you value a
500
club based on the players, isn't it?
Sponsorship.
Sponsorship,
And,
yeah.
Okay.
Just to go back from a previous thing, don't worry, Royston, it's not going to come to that, buddy. It won't come to that.
Yeah, that's what I said. I did say to Royston. Royston saying it's going to happen, but I said it can't. Not in this day and age.
It will come to that if he thinks he's got the balls to go further than Ukraine.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think he will. Do you think he will?
Do you know what? I was thinking the same, man. I was thinking the same. He might do, you never know.
well,
If he
Biden
goes into Poland, that's it. 30 countries are at war. I think he'll just take Ukraine and then just go, I've got
But
what
what's
I
it to do with Poland? Are they under European
it's all
Union?
linked, aren't they? They're all linked countries.
Is
But,
that right?
Poland's NATO.
Biden's put his
he's
pennies worth in as well.
he's not going to try and do a NATO country. I can tell you that now, because the second he tries that is the second everything kicks off. So if he does go around, if he does try to do a whole, I'm going to go to this one, I'm going to go to that one, he will do, as Darren said, non-NATO, because then NATO can't step in.
Yeah.
And don't forget, the head of the United Nations Security Council is the Federation of Russia.
NATO's got to step in. If he goes after.
Do you think this is? Sorry. Do you think this is because of NATO?
Well,
He doesn't like NATO.
NATO can't get involved because Ukraine's not in NATO, are they?
Yeah.
neither is Russia.
No. But if NATO did step in, sorry to interrupt, but if NATO did went to war with them, there's more NATO forces than there is Russian forces.
Yeah, but it would only make it equal. If you think about the troops and the man size and the tanks, 30 countries against Russia would only make it equal by par because of the tank force that they've got, the military force they've got. We'd still 30 countries against him. It'd still be a level playing field.
The issue there is the second that scenario happens, China's stepping in, and that's it. It's game over. They've got the largest ground army in the world.
But Biden had his pennies worth this morning. I was at the gym and he was saying, right, I don't agree with what Russia's doing. If they want to go to war, we're going to step in and help Ukraine. So
fucking bollocks, man. I'll be honest with you, and this might touch a nerve of people, but America ain't got a leg to stand on about going into countries and fucking invading over bollocks. So he can do one. He looks like he's fucking constantly about to have a fart anyway.
Yeah, well, they were saying it was off script because that wasn't even what he was actually supposed to say, but he just went off script saying, well, he's known to going off script and not reading what's actually on the bit of paper in front of him.
Well, without getting too political, mate, they went into Iraq with nothing there. They went to Afghanistan. Bin Laden weren't even there. It's just they've got they're not a country to turn around and tell somebody they're not allowed going to another country. I'm sorry.
Thing is, do you know what America's doing right now? They're getting pissy at Putin going into Ukraine, but America are actually testing bombs in South Africa.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah.
Okay, just a quick one, guys. I'm not highlighting any comments related to this, just in case if I get a community strike. That's the reason why I'm not ignoring any comments. We're talking about it, that's fine, but I'm just not highlighting those comments if that's okay. Sorry. I mean, there is no restrictions anyway, but when there's COVID and stuff first came out, YouTube had the clear guidelines, but you can't talk about it at all because you can't mislead, because you're going to mislead people. Do you know what I mean? Only apart from the people from the government or the NHS and stuff like that. So this, I don't think so, and it would will have any problem, but still, just in case.
Yeah, I think
it's a debate, though, isn't it? It's not factual evidence.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want my
but what Roston mentioned, I'm actually worried about that. And he also said about he's going to go back to the animals, but if they survive, because things are different than the first one and the second one. Because the weapons that people have, the countries have now, they can do a lot of damage. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm worried about.
He's got the largest stockpile of nukes.
Yeah.
Do you want my coordinate for midweek?
Yes.
1989. 1084.
When Steve was born.
That's when I was born, bro. 1989.
1989.
And 1084 is that was Steve's 1084th birthday.
I'm right on the edge of all of that cluster. See, I think it's a touch over to the right because the white guy's eyes are steep.
Yeah,
you were going like that picture, isn't it, Darren? The one you told me where to go.
Where his hand is.
Corner. Yeah. It's got similar situation, but there, obviously, the guy at the front was frontman. I meant the guy at the left, basically, was missing the ball. But here, they're both focused, isn't it?
The thing is with that, he's got his arm up. A lot of people will think that's going to be handball, but the ball is going to pass over his arm.
No chance it's going to be handball. No,
because he's jumping up. So as he's jumping up, when he does header it, his arms are going to be down.
Yeah,
because he's looking that side of his hand, isn't it? Like he's not.
Yeah. It's going to pass over this bit.
Like, he's looking like that.
It's not going to get his arm or anything. So it's a lot of people will try and stay away from his hand, but I think it's that I'm on the edge of that cluster if I was going to play, because you'd just go straight up off the yellow guy, a slight curve maybe to the left, just a smidge, so it's in line with the side of the yellow guy's head, and then get the height on it from the white guy.
That's all right then. I've gone with that. So hopefully, if I'm on the same wavelength as you are, Darren, hopefully I could get the second win.
Mate, I was on free fucking Tuesday.
Yeah, I wasn't great either.
That was
stupid. I only got 74 credit. I was like 7 off because it was 2032. I had 2025. Then I was like, God knows how much on the Y.
Question for Darren. Do you just okay? Answer me honestly, yeah. Do you still feel lucky that you're gonna win, or you think, oh, you know what, I won it 3 times, probably it's never gonna happen again? Do you have that feeling?
Mate, I just keep playing.
Yeah.
I'm still to this day. I'm level-headed, ground-headed. How can I explain it? Like, I know a lot of people think, fucking hell, he's won 3 times and blah 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 blah. But to me, I just won a competition. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not changed me.
So you're still same excited as you used to be before even winning the first one.
Oh yeah, this BOTB is different compared to like National Lottery. National Lottery, they are, just numbers. This is a lot of skill, and you're lining it all up. This is where you could change your stars. This is where it all depends on you. I know that National Lottery, it all depends on you, obviously, with picking your numbers, but to pick those exact numbers for the National Lottery out of millions upon millions of people is just going to be ridiculous on its own. He's awake.
I thought you froze. Did you freeze? Empty. Raise your hand.
Yeah, it's frozen. It's probably
there you
frozen.
go. He's awake.
We worried
What
about
happened?
the.
You're like a statue, bro.
Oh, bro, I'm lining something up. But Darren, have a look at a private comment and agree or disagree, please.
Okay.
That's what I had before.
It's still very, very close. Like it's for me the capture zone. Okay, the capture zone that I came up with this is, his middle finger on his right hand off the yellow guy.
Yeah.
Where he's like that, isn't he? Like, take my strong hand, child. The middle finger off him going straight up, and then it would be the little finger of his left hand going straight up. So that gap between his arms on the yellow guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then have you ever noticed when people are playing football, like when they're jumping up, their arm is the guide of where the ball's going to drop?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I see what I mean. Yeah.
You see the white t-shirt guy, where his hand is. If you take a line off his chin and go straight up, but do 2 lines, one off the top of his head, bit lower. Oh no,
Can't find his chin, bro. Okay, there he is.
you find his triple chin. There, yeah, that's it. And then do one off his ear, the top of his ear. Go lower. There, stop. That's the capture zone of the tunnel of where the ball's going to drop down. So if you take the 2 hands of the yellow guy going straight up virtually, that there is the capture zone. So how far up, down, left and right, just play within that area.
But the yellow guy, is he not facing a little bit that direction? Is he not looking a little bit to the left?
Well, they've barged into each other, haven't they? So it's where the yellow guy is looking, he is looking up, but for me, it's more to the right of all that cluster.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, could be.
But it is from the edge of the cluster on the left to the right of the cluster. It's within that window of just between his arms on the yellow guy.
Yeah.
But what you said, that is not far from where I said. So you still, for me, coordinate by numbers, it doesn't. I don't comprehend with it. Like I don't care about the numbers. I just put it where I think it is with the capture zone. That's what
Yeah.
a lot of people fixate on the coordinate numbers. Now, with yours compared to mine that I've just come up with, hypothetically, you're between 50 and 50 and 50 away. So that in actual picture wise on the picture, you're like a hairline away. It wouldn't matter. You're still within that square box of that capture zone. So it all comes down to the capture zone and where the judge's final decision goes.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Darren? I've sent you a picture. Look.
It's a bit tiny, mate.
Insanity, send your coordinate, buddy. You got plenty of time.
I was thinking I'm probably going to be in zone 3 there. What do you think?
Smash the like button.
So the white guy on that t-shirt guy, I keep saying white guy, but they're both white guys. I'm not being racist to that.
That's why I always say white kit, yellow kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One's from The Simpsons and one's not.
If you zoom in on your phone cam at the white t-shirt guy, his eyes seem higher, like he's looking through his hand that's up in the air.
That's what I said, yeah.
Just zoom in just on the white t-shirt guy and have the red dots at the edge of your screen. His eyes are higher.
Yeah, I know
They've
you
got
mean.
height on it.
So that one that's on its own is worth kind of keeping that one in. Would you say that, Darren?
That's too high for me. That one that's highlighted now, not now.
The one that's literally right at the top. Do you think that's plausible for height wise or not?
No, that's too high. That
Yeah.
They always like the target, the ball to be sort of close. I've never seen a picture of where the target has been right up at the top of the picture.
Yeah.
The only reason why I say that is obviously because the guy, the white kit guy, he's literally just jumping up. He's getting height by putting his arm. That's why I thought to ask, would it be plausible for that to be the highest it could be? Because he's actually jumping up for it. So to speak.
I mean that top coordinate, it's too far above his hand. If you think he's looking through his hand, so it's if you take the size of his fist virtually and go in line with that in that direction, it'll be there. So it's probably where the big cluster is at the bottom, somewhere in that, or just a smidge higher. But again, go with your gut.
So from that top one that's by itself, you're probably saying about 150 to about 200 pixels lower, give or take.
From that one, I'd say a hell of a lot lower. You see the two that are straggling on the left that are up on.
That's how it looks with Darren's area.
Yeah, I can see that all day long. That's what they do.
Cam, you know the two on the left, the 1795 and 1788.
How have you done that live on?
It's magic, bro. Magic.
That's
You
really
need to
good.
send me that shit. How do you do that? Because I've had to do the 3D fucking paint crap.
It's just the extension. Look, it's a BOTB. The guy, one of our follower, he made it. Look, it's so easy. I mean, you can do that. You can also hide coordinates. So, for example, if you put a coordinate there, you hide it, draw line again, hide it, and then put calculate average. It's gonna come up like the judges. Look, let me show you.
Oh, you need to send me that shit.
Look. You know, if I want to see the average, I pick a color, which color I want it to be. Say I make it green or something, and then calculate average. That's the average right there.
Why the fuck am I doing a spreadsheet for them?
Holy shit!
What the fuck is sitting there writing coordinates down? You got this fucking phone,
I forgot. I just remembered.
Stop with the new one.
You've got to earn your keep. You've got to earn your. You've got to earn.
It's like the judges. Listen, you know those top coordinates. Now, if I want to take it off, If I click average again, it will show a separate average in a different color. So you can also see how much it dropped.
You didn't answer my question, by the way.
Oh, what was that? Sorry, mate.
My
You need
question
to
was,
send
do
me
you want
that
me to get rid of the yeah, exactly that as well. The 1788 and 1795 coordinates. You want to take them out?
What's it called?
Crosshair. So okay, it's a massive. Obviously, I appreciate that this is not sponsored or anything, just to let you know, guys. But all you need to do, just Google it. Just just type in Google Web Store,
What?
Web store.
and then the plugin, basically that Chrome Web Store. Sorry, Chrome Web Store, and then type in Crosshair. This will make your life a lot easier. You can hide coordinates, you can show coordinates and stuff like that. You can add the target in here. Look, that one, that's the extension.
I can smell that from here, Steve.
Got
This
that
is designed for
sorted.
BOTB only.
Sorry.
He made it for BOTB only.
Who made it?
It's one of our follower. His name is Callum.
Oh, okay.
Callum,
Shout out,
yeah.
Callum, you
That's sick.
legend.
He must be an IT specialist.
Yeah. Okay, so if I take those top ones off, yes. So
I think
that's the
BOTB
average, as
might
you
pay
can
it.
see, that green one. Oh shit! Someone actually messed the exact average there. But anyway, that's the green one. That's the average with leaving everyone on.
That'd be
And
my
then
one.
let me take one more corner.
What
That
was
one
that
off.
top
If I
one?
do that, let me show you. Now, if I just change the color, say
What's
make
the
it
average?
yellow and do the average again, that's what the average is.
What's the average?
Average is 1891, 1059.
Oh, slightly off, I think.
No, I've removed coordinate. That's why probably. I've removed 3 coordinates, in it.
Yeah, so did I. Unless I've missed something. Oh no, but yours is not exact, isn't it?
I don't
Yours
take
is
the
not
exact, no.
Yeah. Okay, no, that's fine.
And then if I put the target now on the average, there you go. I can also do that on that yellow bit, and that's how it looks. Woo.
So hold
Too
on,
far
you've got
left.
the target there as well.
Excuse me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. El Kesh has just put some Russian billionaire's yacht has just been seized worth £600 million. That's mad.
Yes.
I'm not being
600 billion. Or million. Sorry.
million. I'm not being funny. Even if I was that rich, I wouldn't go and buy a bloody boat for 600 million. It's so stupid.
Yeah, but if they're worth like billions upon billions, 600 million is pocket change.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do. I wouldn't buy things that much. I would do like the 10% thing.
Mine's
Yeah.
What do you think about this, Darren?
Ow!
What's happened, Steve?
Jota.
Liverpool are 2-0 up, and they
Oh,
missed.
yeah, they're playing Norwich. Just realised.
Put the target back on.
They're buried
Are you
there.
watching him, Tim?
It's too
Yeah.
short. Too short.
Yeah.
I'm just checking now.
Yeah, I suppose, to be fair, his heading capabilities, he should have hit the target at least.
Let me zoom in.
Still winning.
No. Keep it there. No. Zoom out.
Cam, why is my one not working? Do I have to have the extension loaded before I load the BOTB website?
Oh, you need to refresh the browser, innit? That's why you're gonna go off basically if you click that.
Goes on Chrome as well, isn't you?
Oh no, it's fine. I've got that open on a different browser.
Yeah, I'm not using Chrome at the moment.
10% of 6 billion.
You see,
I might do it as well.
you see that? Don't move the target, but you see the red circle. You see at the 1 o'clock stage, there's that white cross that's just poking out into like zone 3.
Yeah.
Just move the target to that one, please.
Yeah.
Go up.
That's
No.
yours,
Up. It's at the 1 o'clock mark. 1 o'clock on the clock.
That.
Yeah, keep going. Touch more. Stop. Down, 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 down.
Yeah.
Right, hang on.
Just bear with us, Marva, with the average. We're still taking coordinates, buddy.
Go on, son.
Go on.
That looks
Switch
about
it,
right.
switch it, yeah. Donut.
I know that's nowhere near where I probably gave the coordinate, but looking at that on my zoomed out thing and with the target there and then, that's about right for me.
So basically, let me see. If we just go straight up from him.
What was that height on that one, Cam? That coordinate there?
Okay.
It's in line with his eye.
Yeah, kinda. Because the angle the picture was taken, it looks like a bit to the right, but it's actually not. You know what I mean? If you go straight up.
What's that? What's that coordinate? Float over the coordinate.
Okay. Yeah, 1 second. That coordinate is 1948 1000. I would say probably a little bit too high, isn't it? Even Darren's coordinate was 1084, wasn't it?
Yeah. But it's
That's your coordinate, the one you gave me. Where is it? That's yours.
see that still looks right. That still looks right. So it's within that capture zone again. It's difficult.
I mean, starting from there to cover until that would probably be a good area, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just wish that you could do high res before you
It is
submit.
high res.
No, you know, like obviously when you play your coordinates, then you submit it, then you go to high res where you can see the smaller crosses. I wish you could do that before you submit as well.
I see what you mean, yeah.
Because it looks completely different with the bigger crosses. It looks like, oh right, yeah, that's sort of thingy. But then you submit it, then you go back to it, and you think, no, that's way off. It's too low or too high. But it is what it is.
It's got to have the height for the white guy's eyes going steep. Where the cluster is, if it goes over to the left, his eyes would be not as steep. They'd be a touch lower, looking out in front of him, rather than up for steepness. It's up high. That's how I see that.
Yeah, I've done a little cluster around that area, and I've done a couple a bit more higher and just left of the cluster as well. But because I don't know which eye they're going to go with from the yellow kit player. It's just the height's the most difficult thing.
That's about right. Where that is now, like that cluster, that's the height. The judges probably wouldn't go any higher than that. And if they did...
Yeah, because it has to be the average, isn't it? Some of them will go high, but as an average, yeah, I don't
like
think
if you take that one that's just up on the left as the highest, and where the target is now is the lowest, it'll be just floating around that.
What do you think about this?
Too low.
I mean, if you see it from far, it looks okay.
Yeah.
But when you zoom in, that's when it looks.
He's got his wrinkles in his forehead. He's got his head slightly tilted back, and he's got his eyes going up into the distance. You look at that target; it's nowhere near. Straight away, like you look at that target,
lad.
It's higher. Like, if anything, where his eyes are, he'd be looking just on the edge of zone 2 on that target now, at the 1 o'clock stage.
So you meant it should be more like in here.
Yes.
And do you think it's going to be a bit more to the right?
Yes. Because of the wrinkles, he's got his head back, he's looking steep.
How about this?
I'm trying to stay in zone 2. Sorry, Cam.
Yeah, that works. I mean, it's through his hand as well, so...
Or do you think even higher than that?
Go a touch higher, just a touch.
Last call for coordinates, guys. Last call for coordinates. If you've got coordinate, please post it.
Did you get
Yeah.
range rows?
Do you think it could be there, Darren?
Yeah, you got range rows.
Yeah.
Mm.
Is that
Maybe
where the
good-
stream is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very close to the corner that you gave me.
Oh, mine.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Now you know the one, not the other one, the one you just said, like after adjusting.
I didn't say a coordinate. I gave you one earlier, didn't I? But is
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm saying. That's close to that now
oh right.
because that's where I went in it, and then
Right.
you adjust it, and then that's where it is. Okay.
See, even without knowing the coordinates on there, I've virtually put it back where my coordinate.
You're gonna go, yeah.
Well, I can't go, but
I mean, you're thinking, yeah.
where I would have gone.
Yes,
Do you want me
it's
to
in
give
there.
it average?
Sorry,
Who's playing, Dean?
Norwich just scored, I think, or was it side netting? Oh no, it was a goal.
Have they scored? Is that why MT and Father Steve were quiet?
No, I didn't even realise.
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't see it.
It's only
What happened
because
to Spurs yesterday?
one of my mates put a bet on, and he actually said 2-1.
That's a good goal. That's a good goal, that.
Shannon, you mean the other day when we beat City 3-2? Is that what you're referring?
No. Yesterday we're talking about.
Why? What happened yesterday?
Borough.
You lost against Middlesbrough.
How did we? Oh well.
Yeah, in the FA Cup, mate.
He
Fair
scores
eyes.
a banger and then gets substituted.
It's a Mickey Mouse Cup, that is.
Who scored El Rupp?
I don't know, but he
Somewhere.
literally just scored and he got subbed off.
He's fucking scored a good goal as well.
Yeah.
That's just this. What's the manager? Is he all right? Him just taking him off after he scored.
It's funny though because he's number 7, and he scored in the 77th minute, and then he gets subbed off.
Before he scored.
I'd have given him a right bollocking if he'd done that to me.
Sean, you got a lot of background noise. If you could just mute yourself when you're not talking, please.
Go on.
Hey up, Kerry. We're keeping Steve in check. We've told him, pack it in looking at them pornos.
You sent me the link, Darren.
Yeah, but I didn't say go into it deeply and look at chicken nugget porn and bloody necrophilia and everything. Like, that's just sick and wrong.
No wrong with animals.
Evening, Gary. Is Royston the Middlesbrough fan then?
Is he
He
from?
is, isn't he?
I thought he was a Geordie.
I don't know. I
Well,
don't
same area, isn't it?
I thought Royston was a Geordie.
No, in the group, like when he's done voice notes in the chat and that, he's not Geordie.
Oh,
No.
he got that kind of twang, but I don't know. I thought he was, but
Oh, twang. I thought you called him a twat.
no. I would never call Royston a twat. He's been really good. Like, obviously, he does private messages to us, like because obviously he's been close a couple of weeks and stuff. So he just said that's roughly where he's going.
Oh, you.
This time, still
I
in.
think he's from around that area.
I live in. Oh no, he lives in Middlesbrough. Royston, are you a Geordie though? I know you live in Middlesbrough, but are you a Geordie?
Yeah, Geordie.
It's just got that slight twang in his voice when he speaks. I don't know if it's just me.
Steve, I'm going to get you a JCB license, mate. I know you got a forklift license, but the amount of comments are saying you're digging yourself a fucking trench, mate.
Just reminds me of that song.
I was born. Oh, okay. No offense, Royston. I just thought it's just like he had that kind of twang, the Geordie twang.
My dad's Bruce Lee. He drives me around and he's JCB. I'm Luke, I'm 5. And
All right, Cam, I'm going to give you the average, man. Because no one else has submitted any coordinates.
Midweek is winning the FA Cup. Oh, you never know. Stranger things have happened. Oh, don't waste time with a cramp. Just get up and play the bloody game.
Pansies.
I've played bloody football with broken ribs and carried on and got a cramp.
They want to go back down to non-league because they get the shit kicked out of them in there.
I used to live for it. I never wore shin pads when I played football, and I used to get kicked the crap out of, and I would just get back up and laugh. I just loved to get. I was a bit of what's the word? Begins with an M.
Adrenaline.
No, M. They enjoy pain. Masochist. They enjoy pain. Is it a masochist? Something like that. But I used to love it. I used to get kicked the crap out of, and I just used to get up and just take it.
Sadistic? Is that?
No. It's
Mad?
masochist. It's like people that enjoy pain. Yeah, it's called masochist, I think.
Yeah.
Enjoy pain.
Yeah, masochist.
So now we know that you creep off and you go hang yourself while having a danger wank.
No, I don't have a danger wank. I haven't done that since I was 20 years old.
Enjoy pain, but it gives you a thrill.
Yeah. And before you say it, no, I'm not taking up anything up my Uranus.
That's not what I heard the other day. You were offering it out for 20 quid.
That definitely wasn't me screaming.
Or me.
Okay, any more coordinates, guys? Please submit it as soon as possible.
Yeah, Shane, Ronaldo's not on anymore because obviously terms and conditions.
He turned out to be BOTB spy, so
yeah, he's not allowed on anymore.
We all told him to fuck off, so he's not joining.
It was in the chat though, so why not on the stream but still in the chat if he's a BOTB spy?
Yeah, he only joins when BOTB gives him permission, so he's doing some background work for BOTBs. He's busy spying at the moment. So
definitely.
Ronaldo's gone AWOL, guys.
I was up near his earlier.
Goole. He lives in Hull, near Goole.
Is it Hull? Yeah.
No, he's
Goole. I think it's near Hull.
Yeah, it's a distance away from it. That's the cheap, easy way to get round the Humber Bridge. Go via Goole.
Right.
Unlike me, when I went through the Tyne Tunnel up in fucking Newcastle, and 2 weeks later got a fucking letter from me post saying I owe 60 quid. And I'm like, son of a bitch. Didn't realise the Tyne Tunnel was a toll.
okay, I think we can do the average now. Let's have a look. There it is now. So that's where the average is. Let's just give you that coordinate: 1887, 1047.
Nowadays, watch this so you can report to BOTB and none of us will win. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. My son was like, "There's a weird smell downstairs," and I was like, "What the hell's that?" I thought it was a gas or something. Went downstairs, and my brother just got home from work, and he bought a takeaway, and he could just smell chips going up the stairs. I was like, "It's bloody chips." He's like, "Chips?" I'm like, "You ain't getting any. He's gone." Why are you in bed? Oh shit. Why are you not in bed?
Santa's watching. Oh, yeah, see, look, all the way over on the other side.
He's laying down on the couch here, and he's rubbing his eyes, and I'm like,
he just wants a daddy cuddle. That's what he wants.
Spot of whiskey knocks him out.
Start him early.
That was a joke. If social services are watching me right now, that was a joke.
That was a joke. Yeah, he uses chloroform.
The girls. I'm not wasting that on my son. That's for the girls. I'm going to make the most of that if I'm going to crack that open. What's this smell like to you?
You really put a fireball down on Saturday, Darren.
Hey?
You bring some out fireball down.
Bring what? Oh, bring fireball.
Fireball?
Yeah, fireball. They should have it in the
Yeah, I
bar.
want to try it.
You want to try it? I'll finish the bottle
What
with
is
you.
it, like a whiskey then? Or...
It's aniseed. Do you know the aniseed balls? It's pretty
Like
much.
Pernod.
Yeah, like Pernod. Yeah.
Oh, I used to love drinking
Yeah.
Pernod. The only thing is, obviously, the night after you drink water,
That's the war.
and literally you feel drunk again after that night out. I do miss drinking. I'm glad that I gave up.
I'm more Sambuca, Disran on Coke, Fireball.
No, come back. Oi.
That's right, man.
Hey,
No, Steve knows all about this, right, man.
I can't hear you. You're mumbling. Are you drunk?
No.
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh,
You can smell the gin already, can't you?
yeah.
Hey, are you actually
fine,
going in a couple of weeks empty, or are you?
I'm gonna test. I've got obviously I'll do tests because obviously I've got my line of work sort of thing. I've just got to make sure that I've tested to make sure that you lot don't catch anything. Obviously, make sure that I'm not.
It's all right, mate. Sharing's caring. We're all sharing a bed, so.
Yeah, no. Hopefully, I am still planning to, man. I'm still planning to. At the moment, I don't. You know, as I said, I test regularly. I ain't got any symptoms at the moment, and hopefully, when it comes to the time when we
Are you using the flow test, or are you using the ones where you send it off?
Flow test.
Yeah, because obviously you sort of saw it on WhatsApp and everything. Obviously, my other half done a flow test. She had a temperature of 40.1. Done a flow test. It was negative, and obviously 2 days later, still feeling rough as hell. So done the one where you send it off. She sent it off yesterday at 4:00, and she got an email today at 7 a.m. in the morning saying that she was positive. So probably, so you probably be better off getting that one.
Yeah, a mate of mine, who I work with, his name's Stephen. He's not had any jabs whatsoever. He was doing the anti-flow tests, and they were all coming back negative. He went for a PCR because just down the road, where they surprised me, behind that there's a COVID test station sat there. They've just set up in a car park around the corner. So he went down there and did a PCR. The next day he got his results saying that he was positive, but he'd done 3 anti-flows in that time, and then after he got the positive result from the PCR, he'd done another 3, and it was still saying negative.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. The flow test ones are not great, obviously, as you just said. Yeah.
Yeah, no, obviously, as I said, I don't want to, because at the moment, there's a few cases kicking about, and I'm trying to stay clear of it and stuff. But
that's understandable. Yeah.
Obviously, if I come into contact with someone who hasn't quite tested, and then tests a day or two later, then.
So they've stopped all restrictions now as well, which is it's weird, because I was at the hospital the other day for my nan, my grandma, and they're acting as if it's still like pandemic lockdown and high alert and not letting us in and all sorts of crap.
Yeah.
But
what it should be.
What they're saying, guys, now, what I've heard lately is, if you catch, you don't have to self-isolate. It's entirely up to you.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
The company.
It's the government, isn't it? That we're just a number to them. So they're saying, well, if you're positive, go to work. We don't care. That's what they're saying. So if anybody's got common sense, I've got COVID, I'm positive, I'm not going to go out and then spread it to everyone else.
Yeah, but it's like with that, they're saying it's a watered down version of COVID. So all you're going to get is like cough, cold symptoms. So they're treating it as a common cold now.
Yeah, that's it. It's like every year you probably get a booster. You know, like you get the flu vaccine. It'll be
I'm
same
not
as that.
open up for that, Sean. I think you're just starting to get them now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're making me old now. What about him?
Oh, mate, he started the flu jab. He was around. He was around when it was like Spanish flu and all that sort of stuff.
Steve's frozen now.
Yeah,
While he's watching Liverpool. That's nice.
What's nice?
Yeah.
What's behind Cam? Even Steve's still falling asleep.
You like my background?
Yeah.
It's definitely background.
Cam,
On
turn
the
your
beach,
face
somewhere on the beach.
Turn your face round, okay?
Oh, my
Empty's trying to do the same. Look, Empty's trying to do the same, but he's got no background. He's like, "Where's my arse? I ain't got an arse."
Both frozen, isn't it? I am awake, love.
Just daydreaming of that arse in Cam's photo. I'll keep digging for you, Steve. I'll keep digging.
Why am I getting in trouble? Kerry, what did I do?
What's Kerry saying now?
she's
What
what fucking hole did you lot just dig for me?
You've got to rewatch it. You've got to rewatch it.
Tell him look.
Not me. My halo's here.
Just to fill you in, I said to Cam, turn his head left and put his tongue out, because obviously the picture behind him.
Okay.
But as I said that, you were doing it, but you had no picture with an arse in it.
All right, fair enough.
If you turn the other way, you both could have been licking the same arse.
Yeah. Cheek each.
For this.
Yeah.
You look different, proper different there.
Yeah, it looks like a different person, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
That's someone else. I said that yesterday. That's someone else.
20 years. 20 years difference there.
Definitely. Bigger, chubby.
What? Do I look older or younger on that picture?
You look older.
Older now.
Yeah.
No, you probably look younger there, Cam. The beard does make you look a bit older.
That's where I'm going, boys.
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
That's New York.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say to you, Darren. When have you got
Oh la la.
at all or not? Oh, you got it. Yeah, you all got it sorted.
You get the actual thing, actual visa.
Yeah. It's stamped into
You
my
have to get a
passport.
visa.
It literally,
Why
I'm going to hide it, but it literally, I don't know if you can see it. It says United States of America, and there's like visa in that lot.
Yeah.
I thought you just get it on your email, like you just a printout in it.
No, on here though it says expiration date 23rd of Feb 2032. But when I scroll to my actual passport, my passport runs out 2025. So I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can renew your passport. You can take your old passport in it. That's it.
Yeah, but I don't know whether they'd still accept that visa being in the.
They will, 100%. You just need to carry your old passport.
It's in the passport. There's a passport number written on the visa.
Yeah, but the new passport would have
a different passport number.
Different number.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, it doesn't matter as long as you have both. Because I know it. One of my
Corporate, don't worry about it, mate.
member, he had his indefinite leave to remain back in 1990, whatever, and he still has to carry it. And it's one of those little thing on his passport. But he carries about 10 different passports, bro, because not the old ones basically. But that old one has got his visa in it, and the new one just a new one in it.
See, I thought that when I renew my passport, I'd have to take my passport back to the American embassy.
No. Definitely, you can find out. You can call them.
Mate, it's only a sticker. If I want it all, I'll be able to deal it.
What the hell are Father still doing? You got
See what's going on.
Dry spunk on the
What are
screen.
you doing there? Steve, okay?
No, I know he's taking it. Oh, he was licking it.
I know it's
I
full
thought it's
time,
Liverpool.
Steve.
Something
Calm down.
happened. Norwich scored or something. That's what I thought. Steve started panicking there.
Here's Royston.
Full time 2-1 Liverpool.
Hey, it's only a
Step
sticker.
out.
I can peel it off and put it in the new one, I think.
No. You
Don't
can't
try
do
and
that.
pick at it now. Don't pick at it.
No, don't do that, mate. It would be avoided.
It's not going to peel off because it has been cut in a way.
Sorry, Terry.
If you peel
No,
off,
no,
it's
it's
going
a
to come
sticker.
up.
It
Yeah,
is a
but it's
sticker.
actually cut. You can't see it. It has been cut. If you try to peel off, you'll come with pieces. It's not going to be one piece.
Darren,
Oh,
don't
okay.
bother, mate. Go do your trip and then try faff around with your passport.
Well, they even if I got the new passport, it'd be a different passport number, so it wouldn't match, and they'd see that.
Yeah, but you know the new passport going to have the previous passport's number. It's all right.
No, it
I'm
won't.
telling you,
No.
you can ring them.
Your passport number changes.
Ring the
man.
embassy, ask them the question. Trust me.
The
You don't have
passport
to.
number changes on the British passport, Cam.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
your old passport, if it expires, you get a new number.
Passport, every passport is different numbers, but
Different number on it.
will mention the previous passport. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Or
but
you have to
Darren,
carry-
No, it doesn't.
you'll be going before 2025, won't you?
Ah, yeah.
So I wouldn't worry about it
Anyway, you can get the visa again, man. Fucking hell. You got visa till 2025,
Yeah,
so it's
don't
alright.
worry
Go
about
every year for like 5 times and then get the visa again, innit? That's it. Okay, playing for one Mac 1. Is Mac 1 there? I didn't know it was on the lineup.
Yeah.
It is,
Yeah.
yes. Sammy's
On
playing that all the
Midweek,
time.
I played for that. I played for the
Okay,
RS3, A45S, and the Mac 1.
I'm playing mine and Steve's
Yeah,
favourite.
I always play the RS3 on midweek.
I'm playing mine and
Now
Steve's
and again,
favourite.
probably play the A45 like you said, Dean. But
Yeah.
I'm playing for the full mentor as well.
Are you playing for Mentor
mostly
as well?
Did you know that they've updated the Porsche Macan as well? It's not an S now; it's a turbo.
Royston, no.
Yeah.
It's just the brightness
Well,
of
the
this
Macan.
device.
Yeah, they've updated it now because it was the Macan S. Now it's the Macan
Oh, it
Turbo.
looks a bit dark.
Yeah, the T, yeah, the turbo, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's turbocharged, not supercharged anymore, is it?
I presume so. I think it's a bit quicker.
Oh,
Planning injections. Let's get my last 2 coordinates in before time's up. I'll go over it, but
How many likes have we got? Never talked about smash the like button.
Yeah, smash that
Yeah.
like button, guys. We have got God knows how many people watching, but we only got 37 likes. Come on, smash that
That's
like
not
button.
good. For a last midweek stream, no. Should be 100 likes.
Yeah. 100 likes, guys. Come on. If you want to win. Okay, so
must be overdosing.
I know, Royston, it's just I don't know, it's just the view of the camera.
I like
I'll
it.
work it out tomorrow.
Funny guy.
The brightness on this.
Just turn the brightness down on you.
Oh,
On
that's
you.
all
Like turn it up.
What's that, Father Steve?
What's that, Darren? It's
It's
just,
on the wall.
it's a new device I've got, so I don't know. I'll probably figure it out tomorrow.
what is it? A
Dark
laptop?
way to-
Is it a laptop?
It's like a big tablet, like one of them mini kind of
I
laptop.
was going to say maybe if you
Oh, it's a suppository.
put the brightness on because obviously
Stimulator.
I put the stimulator. I'll put the
It's
brightness
got a
on.
suppository and a
And
stimulator
shine.
together.
Yeah, that's better than it.
I've done it, yeah, the brightness.
Don't
I'll
worry,
figure it out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just face
I'll
where the
figure it
light's in front of you, because obviously I've got my light on there, so you can see my ugly mug anyway. So
I'm going to try different rooms, or whichever rooms gets better, and then I'll probably.
You need light in front of you, Sean. That's all you need, brother.
Yeah. Like
Just get a mirror.
like
The light off
Like a
your teeth will
lamp-
bounce
a
back
lamp
and shine
in it.
your face up.
Light. Shan, that's what it is. Look. That's no light.
No
light.
No like it, no like it.
And then light. And then if I want more
No,
light,
like it or
I
like it.
press that. Yes.
Shit, we've
That's what
got
I'm talking
Paddy
about.
McGuinness
Darren
on
does look like Paddy McGuinness.
For fuck's sake,
I
man.
don't look like Paddy
Simple
McGuinness.
thing, can't explain him. You
You
know,
do.
yesterday,
You
he
sound
was
like him. Bro.
Allison, the guy meant to say, "Hi, Sean. Allison is your biggest fan. Give him a shout out." And he's like, "Hi, Allison,
I'm
Sean.
supposed to.
Shout out." What the fuck? He
that
did
better?
that 3 times.
Your son,
Oh my days.
Sean,
Sean.
no light? Light.
Yeah.
No light? Good.
Hey, Steve, can you just
I'll
do
figure
this?
it out.
Steve,
Oh,
can you just do this?
I'll figure it out, Steve.
I need to show Sean
Clap
another
off.
demo.
Clap off.
Okay,
the
Sean
clap
didn't
button.
completely understand. Okay, here I am front of the light, and here I'm back of the light. That's how it
All
looks,
them
right?
greys.
So I
Look
said,
at all them
stay in
greys.
front, like that. Yeah,
All them grey hairs it's just shined up at the back.
and another light right there.
I want to dye my beard.
What, orange?
Steve needs
Oh
to
man, people
shave
not
his
gonna
beard
like
off
this
now.
video because of your light, Sean. Bloody hell! Come on, man.
Nah, it's not that
Yeah.
bad.
Yasser's gone to sleep because of how dark you are at the moment, Sean.
It's not matter. People come in all sorts. They come dark, they come light.
Oh, I don't know. What a bunch
Is anyone
of people.
playing any electric cars today?
Nah, never.
No,
Hey,
petrol all the way. Petrol every day.
who thinks it's a bit suspicious that the winner of the car was so close to Mercedes World where there was only one car for that car that he played for?
What's
Yeah, exactly.
The one who won the dream car, you mean, this week?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
EQS.
the 450 plus.
It's a sick car, man. I love that car.
Beautiful car. It's a beautiful
Lovely
car.
car, man. I love it.
Beautiful
It's
car.
not-
I don't know why the
you
dash
can't-
was different because it meant to be all screen, isn't it? It's probably
Yeah,
an
they
older
said
screen or
that.
something.
He said that on the camera.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just the front of the
Can't
grill just
spec
looks a
it,
bit
can you?
plain. It doesn't look as good as
Yeah,
like, the
but that's the
normal
electric
car.
car for you, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's what
they
it
could
is.
make it look a bit more meaner.
I mean, what's he called? They can't because they got the thing at the back
Charger.
in it, like you know, the tank or Frank,
Yeah.
whatever they call it. So trunk.
Yeah.
Tank. Anyway, the boot at the front, basically. So
The trunk, the front. Yeah, it's it's the bonnet, isn't it? The front still, even with electric.
Why
Yeah.
thank me?
Frank.
No, in the chat.
Thank you, Darren. Laugh out loud. Don't know.
It just says thank Darren. Lol.
Well, Moses, yeah.
Back in a minute, boys.
Okay, Darren, thank you. But I don't know why, but thank you.
I'm not sure.
Thanks,
Oh.
Darren.
Yeah, not too bad. I was thought you were the video. You don't do that for now.
Ain't no sunshine when Shani's gone.
Ain't no sunshine.
Legend.
Oh, Sammy, I love you, man.
Oh yes.
Sammy's a legend.
How's Brett been then? What do I want
Steve.
to ask?
Steve's probably figuring out his corners.
I'm just trying to mute them.
Yeah, we can still hear you, Steve. So make sure you got that web browser on mute. All right.
Oh shit, sorry. Oops.
Can I get a high, yeah?
Yeah. Dat is van zijn eindstad, ja, dat was goed. Ja.
Dream music proper.
The German fun, ja.
Where's the winner from the other day?
Yes,
compared to-
Karen has been very naughty to me.
Very naughty to me.
An area in Surrey called Banstead,
Yeah, it's just
where
up the road.
and Dean knows more about it.
Ban's just literally
lives
just up the
near-
road
All
from
right,
me.
guys, watch this bit, yeah, from yesterday.
But that's a 45-minute trip from Banstead to Mercedes World.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
Go on.
No, who is Nilsi Life? That's what I'm saying.
Just
Don't know.
say
Hey, what the
Just
fuck's
say
up?
Alison.
Why this?
Alison.
Alison.
just say hi, Alison.
Hi,
Hi,
Alison.
Alison.
Sean.
Got it.
What do you mean, Alison?
What you
I just
want me
read
to
it.
shout out?
No, it's
Oh
just
my
do a
days,
shout out.
bruv.
Say hello,
Okay,
Alison.
listen, you got your very first fan. He's a big fan of yours. So
No, you said
just
please
like-
shout out Alison.
There you
Alison Shan. He's your biggest fan.
what?
Shout out to you.
This guy. Okay, what do you want me to do, guys? Come on. I have to push him from
Man,
bloody
You
6th
haven't
floor
got to
or
say the
something.
word Shan.
Alison, if
I
you're
have to push him
watching,
twice.
thank you.
All right, go ahead. I'll give you another chance. Okay. Shout
Also
out to
Shan.
Alison.
Shout out Nilsi Life.
Oh my fucking days. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah,
let's carry on.
that's
Let's carry on.
that's his YouTube name. I think Nilsi Live, but he said shout out Alison.
Laughing for ages watching that. Just-
Oh no, it's a bit of a laugh. It's good, isn't it? What's even happening in the world right now? But it's good to just forget about that and just have a laugh, Dean. Guys.
Sorry, I'm playing my coordinates. I'm not frozen. I promise you.
When the system already knows it.
I know. Him just seems like he's frozen, like his father Steve does.
Yeah, it's, Jessica. It's probably just because obviously it's the record when it's done, it's edited, so obviously it's a bit of a delay.
Hey, Jessica. Who won when you came to Gainsborough?
Oh yeah, because she supposed FC United and Manchester.
Yeah, I haven't seen her on the stream since. I knew that she was apparently coming to Gainsborough, but I didn't know who won. I don't follow Trinity.
Why? You live near there. You should follow your own local club as well.
Guys, I'm not playing, but I'm just checking my tickets. Yeah.
You play more.
It's 10:20, guys. So if you haven't submitted or done your coordinates, don't forget to do them.
Cam.
When I'm serious, I take my glasses off. So there you go. My exhausted
Have you
eyes.
already played? Yeah, you said you played.
Cam, you're just hiding the fact that you don't want to see the reflection of you playing more tickets.
Yeah.
Empty
You got me, man. But I'm not buying more tickets.
Not too many. Just one.
Dean's already played.
Yeah, I've already played. I've literally just. I've only done 2 more, and that was the average one. So.
Yeah.
How many you played, Cam? 150.
30 so far.
I thought you played
Well,
50.
that's it. I'm not playing anymore. 30.
75 on your account, 75 on your missus' account.
I wanna try, but I'm not giving any more money to you. To be yeah, Mustang. Not playing for it, but yeah, good car.
Oh yeah, there's today's offer was that bundle that they had a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, the Vela, the watch, and Dubai. No, I haven't played for that. I don't want to go on holiday. I don't want to watch. I don't even wear a watch. So I'll probably just take. If I did play for it, I would probably just take the car and take the cash alternative for the watch and the holiday.
Yeah, but you know, funny, this week they've been doing mix and match. You know, like the bundle or the car or half price.
It's good to mix it up a bit.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, hopefully on weekend they might just bring them more back.
But what I would really like to see them do, and I think Darren would agree, is if they actually done a double up of the Lamborghini Urus and the Huracan.
Fucking yes!
I'd love
pay
that.
20 quid a ticket for that.
Yeah, I'd love that.
What do you reckon the ticket?
What did you say? Somewhere?
Say again?
That'd
Urus
be
and what?
sick.
The Lamborghini Huracan and the Urus. That'd be a good double up, and my kind of style, as you know, like old school, new school. R35 and the R34 is a double up.
Or the RS6 and the RSQ8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one though?
Yeah,
the normal one.
No, they will never do that. They might do RSQ8 and RS3 because it has to be one small car and one.
Yeah, one a bit more.
Car on it.
Hopefully the tickets are 25% off as well, because they're not doing 50% off, but they're doing 25% off of each ticket on them.
I'd love to see a couple of really good double ups because obviously they've taken the Recaro Nissan GTR. They've left the R34 and the Litchfield one on.
Yeah.
You know what they really should do? People that play more than £300-400 a month or £500 a month, they should introduce a platinum membership, and so that they get 50% discount on tickets or whatever. That's what they should do. Put the thing really high to require to meet that standard, to get that discount, but at least do something. I mean, there is people can play only £40 for the whole month, and they get same as people are playing. Like I spent about £1,000 last month, and then
same here. I'm already on.
Dean did as well. He joined it the other day.
So did I, and I'm already on 950 quid for this month.
I agree with Richie. It should be how when I won the Bentley, just before the Bentley win, it was Supercar Week, and there was only 8 cars, and they put the ticket prices at like £3 a ticket.
Yeah,
that was
the best.
Remove all the shit cars and just
Supercar Week. Get the super cash separate. 100k with every car. That's super cash. Keep it separate from the Supercar Week, because like they used to do before, like Darren just said, £3.10 a ticket. £3.10 was probably the highest or something. I don't know the Super Leggera, and then £3 something a ticket, and that's it. Just keep those 6 amazing cars, and then another week you can do super cash, like more promotion for you. You're gonna make more money, that's for sure.
Definitely.
What I don't get is that shortly after I won that Bentley, they removed that Bentley.
It's all your fault.
Yeah. They put it back on though, didn't they?
No, they've got the Flying Spur and
GT Continental.
Yeah,
no, it's a V8.
Continental Flying Spur.
Yeah,
it's a V8. It's not the GT12 W12.
Yeah, it's the V8 version now. Yeah.
If BOTB just put 8 supercars, you've guaranteed a supercar winner instead of someone winning the Golf or Focus like last supercars. Do you know what I mean? It's a guarantee, 100% there will be a supercar winner if they only got the 8 cars.
Oh, the matches on it, and I'm just on my laptop.
Yeah, it's the Flying Spur V8 and the Continental GT V8. So the GT W12's gone.
Yeah.
Yes, Alan, you're right. Not everyone can pay them tickets.
Not everyone can afford playing next week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, just for 1 week, obviously, out of X amount of weeks, if it was where you kind of, I don't know, saved up, you knew it was coming, they kept it to that supercar week every...
Or maybe...
Like once a month or once every 2 months or something like that.
Well, once every 3 or something, let's say, because we get too used to it and shit like that, but once every 3, and it's a build-up, innit? It's like quarterly.
Yeah.
Rather than get excited for the post coming through the door of your quarterly fucking electric bill. But
maybe they could do this 25% off of the ticket prices, so it'll probably give people a chance to play who don't want to spend too much, obviously.
I mean, they are doing good shit at the minute, as in the holiday, the watch, the car, the cash, all that.
Yeah.
All that. You know,
the bundle. Yeah.
That's mixing it up. You know, that's decent. But again,
or doing the other thing is putting like 50 grand like they're doing now, but then add the extra 20 grand again, like they done last
during
year.
Lockdown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when the car, each car came with the midweek 20k and what was it?
What was it?
50K.
A car.
That was more better, I think.
Yeah, the car than 70 grand, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Yeah, because you've got a slider to 20k.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get like, if you was playing for the high cars, as in like the Lambos, the RS6s, all that sort of shit, and you get 50k, you could easily swallow 25 of that. And I mean, the Lamborghini, when I've tried speccing it just out of curiosity, doesn't give you a price, which is kind of scary. Because Because obviously a lot of people that can afford it don't give a shit about the price, but the people that can't really afford it, effectively because they're not millionaires, you know, 50k is going to get swallowed up by changing just the interior to suede.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, you've got to be rich to earn something like that. That's why, like I've always said, if I was lucky enough to win the Lamborghini Urus or the GLE 700, I would just take the cash alternative thing, get myself a 40, 50 grand Nissan GTR 35. It's just too expensive to run. Just the brake calipers alone, all right, cost about 10 grand.
Yeah. But it's that experience, you know, owning one just the once in my life, just to own a Lamborghini is just going to be when it first, right? But
yeah, like you said, have it for a year, and if you don't do too much mileage on it, and it's in mint condition, then you could sell it off. You're still making more money than
the cash alternative, yeah.
The cash alternative, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be where it'd be like 200k or 180, something stupid like that. But you've had it a year. You've been able to go places, take it to scenic spots, and take fucking pictures of it and that. Flynn would love it. So obviously it'd be life changing when it's sold for the money value. But to be able to just once in your lifetime sort of thing to have a Lamborghini, it's just one of them brands that I ain't ever going to own unless I'm an Arab having millions and billions behind me and that.
Yeah. Just to answer Miss Sally Hood, Cam's just doing his coordinates, just doing them voice events.
Richie, I bought a house instead, mate. I got the cash the next day when I won the Bentley, and I went and bought a house. A bit more security for me and my boy.
Sally Hood. Yeah, but that Roger Moodis who won the STO, he's definitely took on the cash. He did say,
yeah, he did.
He's going to buy some classics. Dean was mentioning, remember?
Yeah, because obviously Christian done a Q&A, didn't he, on Instagram? And I think that was one of the questions. Oh, did the guy take the money? And he said, yeah, he did. So
yeah, you've got possibilities to crash it and stuff like that. But I mean, when you've got a car like that, you don't.
You were able to control it, Darren.
I'm not being funny. He wasn't the youngest guy. He's probably in his 70s or give or take 80. 80. So you think a 78-year-old getting into a Lamborghini, getting down that low, he's probably going to pop a hip out or something. So no disrespect to old people and stuff like that, but it's like
Steve, you make sure you go for them people carrier type cars.
But it's like in Samity, he said, "Oh, I really like if the BMW i8 was on the list." But I've seen people on Facebook try to get into them and get out of them. They're just so awkward to get in and out of. Is Steve asleep?
Sleepy Steve.
I thought he was a goner.
No, sorry. Sorry to disappoint you.
You realise that 1 year you have so many possibilities to crash that car and never get your money. But yeah, you never know what's going to happen. But just to experience that, the one of your dream cars, you just got to take that risk, haven't you? So
yeah, but Son, do you remember from another competition? Not mentioning on air here. Son, yeah, and do you remember he crashed here or something?
7 days. Well, I think it was that anyway.
No, it wasn't 7 days.
Oh no, not 7 days. The other one. I can't remember the other one.
I think it was Click
competition.
Yeah.
It was a red Mitsubishi, wasn't it? He drove down the street and smashed it up into a wall.
Yeah. Can't handle. I don't know how you can bloody lose control of a bloody foot.
It's only the same as a lad in Gainsborough, where I'm from. He won a competition for a Ford Fiesta, and it was stage 3, so it was all tuned up to high heaven and everything. He won the competition for £3 or something. Gone down to London, picked up the car, and he had trader's policy for like 7 days. So he did an insurance quote, realised he couldn't afford to insure it, and he lives out in the sticks. And he parked up at his house, and it got stolen off his drive. But it was weird because he had the insurance up until Sunday night, and just after midnight, when the policy ran out, the car was stolen. So he wasn't insured on the drive. And when they were trying to say like, oh, I've only just noticed that it's gone, but it's got stolen before, so it was still insured. So when they tried to do the insurance quote, as in the insurance claim, he says, well, you've not declared any modifications on it, so you're not really, your insurance policy is void.
Oh man.
So, but what was even more strange is that the car was second-hand, bought off some geezer to do the competition. That's what 7 Days Performance do as well. They buy cars off people privately and put them up for competitions and get the profit off just giving away a car. But the geezer that sold the Fiesta ST or whatever it was, he lived in Retford, which was 10 miles away from Gainsborough. And then all of a sudden, this car just disappears, which has got keyless entry and everything.
It's the only thing with these other competitions, like you were saying, Click. If you win a car, you've got to go and collect it. They won't deliver. I think they're in Norwich or somewhere or something like that.
7 Days is Norfolk.
Norfolk, yeah, sorry, not Norwich. Yeah. It's only because obviously Liverpool were playing them. I meant Norfolk, somewhere up north, northeast.
So Norfolk is just underneath me. It's Great Yarmouth and all that lot.
Norwich area.
Yeah. That's where I won the TV from. But when they bought the TV, they had it delivered by AO.
Yeah,
to your house now.
Hey?
But they delivered it to you, or do you have to go and collect it?
No, AO delivered it to me.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Should have seen that in the box because that was ridiculous.
Yeah, I had that problem. 2 flights of stairs by myself. I had mine delivered by Curry. But yeah,
Curry.
Yeah, not food. By Curry.
Then Curry.
By Curry's.
My eyes open for a second.
I'll be
Monty's fucking hungry again.
Yeah, I'm going to have a curry on Friday. I think nice Ruby Murray. I deserve it. I have my cheat day because I've literally been going to because obviously my other half's not well. The last 2 days I've been dropping the kids off at 8:45, walking to the gym, and from 9:20 till 2:20, I'm in that gym, and then obviously I go and collect the boys. So, but I'm getting there. I've lost 6 pounds. I weighed myself today on the scales at the gym, so I've lost 6 pounds so far. So I'm getting there.
Well, that's good. I found 20 quid in my jeans pocket the other day.
You stole my joke, Darren. You stole my joke.
No, it's good though. That's good. I've seen you in the group chat on the gym stuff and that.
Yeah. I'm just determined. I just want to just get rid of the old bus belly. But I'm getting there. I'm doing like cardio, like 15 to 20 minutes cardio first on the treadmill and the exercise bike. Then I just do 3 weights, and then just do a warm up obviously and warm down as well before that. But I'm getting there.
You need to cut sugar and bread because your insulin will spike, and when your insulin spikes, it won't burn fat. It won't burn it at all. So if you cut the sugar out. Do like a fasting method, so you fast for 16 hours and eat what you would normally eat within the 8 hours, But don't eat shit within those 8 hours. Just eat healthy stuff.
Like protein stuff, yeah.
Yeah, but the protein's going to spike your insulin as well. So only have that within your 8 hours. And then the other 8 hours, the other 16 hours, just drink water. Or
That's
black
what I've got
coffee.
in. Yeah, I've got that down. Yeah. Wake up, Steve.
I'm still here. I'm doing my coordinates.
Oh, looks like your eyes are closed, man. Yeah,
I'm looking down.
Steve is on 0%.
Darren, when you won the Bentley, was that when it was the old multi-buy system for 40% off? If so, did you prefer that to the new pricing?
Okay.
In all honesty, I can't actually remember how it was priced up. I mean, we're talking 2018, 2019 when I was playing for the Bentley.
Evening, Mike. My fellow Arsenal. I think he's in.
Arsenal.
Nothing wrong with Arsenal, mate.
Nothing right with them neither.
Wait, Cam, you're a Chelsea fan, so you should be backing me up because everybody hates Tottenham.
No, remember he ditched Chelsea. He went to Leicester.
Yeah.
What's going on
here? What a legend just subscribed. Welcome to the family, bro. Make sure you smash that like button.
Listen,
Need to win a laptop, boys.
I'm gonna switch my my camera on mute. I'm just gonna pop out for a minute and I'll be back.
All right, no worries, Empty.
Bloody hell, was there 102,000 messages, Empty? On Patreons. Okay, he's gone.
Yeah, I saw that. Literally deleted the emails. That's what I do. I'll read all the messages on WhatsApp, then I'll swipe
Clean
left, clean it, and by the time I've done that, there's another 20. So it's like, Jesus.
Yeah, no, what I do, Dean, end of the day, I always clear it every day because they're bid, like Empty just did 1,000 and JD Shank, they're like 10,000 or something. Just weird. I've just cleared it because your phone's memory, then it just starts playing up.
Yeah, that's what I do. I try. Obviously, there's storage. Riken, I think they've taken they've removed the A35 because I think they've stopped making them at the moment. But I know they've done a new facelift of the A45. So I don't know if the reason why you're not, I don't know if obviously you don't want to play for like the high range on the midweek, but I can't remember how much that was. But the A45 is not too bad. But if you want to go for something lower, I think you could go for the Audi RS3. That's a bit cheaper for a ticket. But I think they have got. Or was that the CLA? Have they got the CLA?
CLA 35 still there.
Yeah, the CLA 45's there. If you like that, Riken.
What, midweek?
Yeah, I think it is. I was just
35's on midweek.
Cam.
Yeah.
What's WDYM that you sent me?
What do you mean?
Oh.
Is that one, Riken? You've got that there, but if you wanted to play for that, that's a CLA 35.
No, I said, with your good luck with laughing emoji, was it like in a joke way, or did you?
No, I was laughing at the
amount
message with the picture. That's what I was laughing at.
That's okay. 45.
And then I said, "Good luck," because you put how many, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's what I was laughing at.
Well, what do you think?
Yeah, Riken, that's £1.20 a ticket if you wanted to play for that CLA the CLA 35, buddy.
Your new cluster, the one that you've just done, the higher one, that looks about right.
No worries, Riken.
I see you've got that one straight in the middle though. So what is that? Your free ticket? Oh no, there's no free ticket, is there?
No, that's basically the left one 30 tickets, top one 40. Then I thought, okay, let's just do another 5 then, make it 75. So it's in the middle.
So midweek's quite nice with that because it's not expensive prices with tickets and shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
and you're only paying 60p for 20 grand as well.
Yeah, like the Range Rover, I had 120 quid credit, and then I put 75 down on that because I thought, right, that it's within this area that I kept going back to. I thought, fuck it, I'm slapping 75 down. It cost £123.14p, and
Yeah.
I only had to pay the £3.14p. But like you try and slap 75 down on a Lamborghini Urus, you're talking fucking 400 quid with a 50k.
Yeah. That's why I like midweek. I like playing midweek.
There was a question or something for me that I saw. What a legend. What was the total cash equivalent from all of your winnings? Oh shit. The car cash alternative was 130 plus the 20, so that's 150. The cash alternative for the holiday is 8k, so that's 158. Cash alternative for the Range Rover was 44, and then the 20k, so that's 64. So 64 plus 158. How much is shit?
210, give or take. So just over 210 grand, give or take.
158 plus 64. Yeah, no, 222,000 cash alternative.
Oh yeah, I didn't add the slider on it. Let's turn this TV off now. Not off, but over, because all they're talking about is shite. Not that I can hear it, but no. Let's put turbo on.
I need to win BOTB. I need a new laptop, boys.
You need
What do
to
you
what?
What have you got? Have you got an iPhone?
No,
Are you using your iPhone or not? Or have you got an Android?
Android.
Oh, right, okay. What's your laptop playing up?
Yeah. Silly
Oh.
boxing.
You should play for the next lifestyle. You should play for a new laptop, buddy.
Yeah, I'll keep doing it, but I ain't won yet.
Yeah, it'll happen. Just be positive.
He's there, yeah. Yeah, it's not my laptop, but
Yeah.
Clear the cache and cookies. Upgrade your RAM as well.
yeah, but I don't know how to do it, mate. So I'm a bit thick
Just
with
clear
it.
the cache memory, isn't it? That will make it like the browser wise.
Yeah.
It will make it a lot better.
How do you do it?
Will also, you might delete the autofills and stuff like that you use.
Like passwords and shit. But
No, password you can keep. You can choose which ones to delete and that.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go into the settings on the
All you
web.
need to do Control and H together, Father Steve. That's it. That will take you right there. And then clear browsing data and just select cache image and files and cookie. Well, cookies you don't have to, but cache image and files. That's it. And clear it. That's
Not
it.
on your phone, on the laptop.
Oh, did you mean the laptop? Well, did you mean the
Yeah.
phone?
No, laptop.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just that he was on his phone, so I thought he was trying to do it on his phone.
No.
Cache. He's trying to clear
What do you
cache
mean?
and cookies. Well, he'll clear the cookies, the brownies and cookies.
Love that.
Your missus will clear the cache.
That's what Mr. Ravage C just said.
Mr. Ravage, he created the extension, by the way. That's him.
Oh, did he?
Oh, well done,
That's
buddy.
in the BOTB one.
Yeah, the crosshair. Yeah.
Absolute legend.
Yeah, well done, buddy.
Very good.
Yeah. Must have took a while to do it.
Yeah, that's what I've always wanted to have on the live bit. slap it over the top of the web browser and try that, because obviously doing it with 3D paint, trying to get the target to fit and make it the right size and all that shit took some hard work. But he's just taken all that hard work and just gone, have this.
I'd love to be tech savvy. I really would. I wish I stayed at school and done IT. There was nothing on TV at all tonight. Oh,
Just
forever.
go to channel 960 or something, I think it is.
I got 401 on.
No, you're
That's
not
station,
listening.
isn't it?
You know,
The
500 channels up from that.
Babe Station.
What are you wearing?
Gareth's got good
You've got the
experience.
TV on, mate. You can see me, so don't. Yeah.
Have you seen that guy on one of the videos? He rings up Babe Station and he starts talking to her about biscuits.
That's it. Yeah, I've seen that one.
She's
Good
like,
old jammy
what do you want me to do and all this sort of shit? And he's like, well, what's your favourite biscuit? I like a good hobnob. I like a good Dunkin'. And then there's the guy that broke into where they did Babe Station and filmed it live and all that rubbish. He broke in and pretended to be some sort of workman, and he chucked a Haribo and it slapped her right on the arse live on TV. JavaScript.
It took him a couple of months to
well.
get it. Yeah.
Normally
I've
it's
seen
like
that, yeah.
C++, C# and HTML and Python as well. See, me and you, Cam, we could have had that. We could have put our brains together with that.
Definitely. You just need the ideas, isn't it? What we want to do. That's what it is.
Both computer scientists and all that shit.
Yeah. Don't look me into
I'm literally surprised you didn't know about Bletchley Park, though.
Who are you talking to?
Richie Savage, Karen, look up Minty Biscuits. He calls up and talks to you.
Bletchley Park is where Enigma was broke, and that was the World War II. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh. Benedict come on your back, did he?
Yep. But if it wasn't for him, pretty much we wouldn't have PCs today and phones like we've got today and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that film. That was quite good.
It's a fucking epic film.
Yeah.
Where they filmed it, which is like
I'll be back next 2 seconds.
I've been 2 or 3 times to go round it all. I went with uni, and then I went for my birthday last year when I was down at London for the Sky Gardens and all that crap. And then when we went to Richter Sport, the apt, all that crap, I was contemplating going back there because when you pay to get in, I think it's like free return within a year. So I could have gone back there and gone round it all again for free. But it's decent. If anyone's not watched it, it's Britain's most kept secret for like 50, 60 years because they never wanted the world to know that Enigma was broke. In case we had another world war, they would have reverted back to Enigma, and the war would have continued. But England was like, well, carry on because we've already done it.
Yeah, because there's a certain bit in that film where they knew about it, but they couldn't let on that they knew because if they'd done that, the change of history, more lives would have been things. Yep. But yeah, good film. I do like Benedict Cumberbatch.
But it's true though. Like obviously, they was playing God. They had to strategically let people die to try and. It was like playing chess, but playing chess with people's lives. Because if they suddenly moved, like rang up, got these U-boats turned and put a load of fucking warships there and everything, Hitler and all the Germans would have known that Enigma was broke, they would have stopped all communications, and they would have changed the settings, and that would have been that. They would have been back to square one.
Yeah.
So they had to let people die on purpose for the greater good, and they estimated that if it wasn't for him, the war would have continued for another 4 to 5 years, and he saved millions of lives by doing it. But also, we would be speaking German because they tell you at Bletchley Park, England was losing. We were losing the war. And the only thing that kind of saved us was that they broke Enigma. So if it wasn't for him overall, we would all be speaking German.
And the mighty Spitfires.
But the Spitfires and all, like, with Dam Busters and all that shit,
That was the Lancaster bombers, wasn't it?
yeah, barrels across it all, weren't there? But
yeah,
they, without the information that they got from decoding all the messages, they wouldn't have known where to hit.
Mm.
They had the assembly of the Enigma near my house.
What did you say?
The Enigma machine. Am I really low still? The Enigma machine,
yeah,
the one that cracked the code. They had a facility near where I live, which they called the post office hub, and it wasn't. It was actually where they were assembling one of the machines. So,
what do you mean? Assembling one of the machines?
The Enigma machines, the machine that was decoding. Because they had a machine that was doing it. They inputted all the data into there, and it was a machine that was chucking out the thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Bletchley Park.
Yeah, that's where they had the hub of it. But they had a facility near where I live, where they were assembling parts of it and transferring out there.
Oh, was it?
Mm.
I thought he built it all on site.
As far as I'm aware, with the history of that,
yeah, because the Bletchley Park, it was they had, I think it was like between 3,000 and 10,000 people there, and the villages that was there around it never knew that there was near enough 10,000 people in there, and because they never made a peep. They only ever took, I think, 3 pictures while they were there. And one of them is on the wall, which is all the women sat at the machines, trying to not decode the messages, but intercepting the messages. But on the film for Benedict Cumberbatch and Imitation Game, the building that they're stood in front of, that is not the building that's actually at Bletchley Park. That's filmed elsewhere.
Oh.
Bit of a weird question from Insanity, but I don't know what would happen, buddy. What would happen if BOTB tried to surprise the winner, but the winner was dead? Don't know.
It would go to the next of kin.
Yeah, more than likely, yeah.
Because it's technically it's a
legally binding.
Yeah, like they've audited, they've gone into that competition, they've won it, and it would go to the next of kin.
What happens if they die during the filming? How does that?
Yeah.
That's a bit depressing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's still, well, I mean, imagine getting a kiss of life from Christian. Like,
Mouth to mouth.
I mean, Dean would get a rock on. Steve would be like,
I've got one on already, you just said it.
You're like, can we stop filming? Can we go around back?
But yeah, I'm like I said, when obviously he dropped that the PlayStation 5 off, that was a really nice gesture of him, and I've got my man up, and that's what I wanted. But obviously I wanted the car win. That's what threw me as well, because even though I spoke to Vanessa, she said he might drop it off, and I thought, well, I said, oh yeah, okay. And then obviously knocked at my door, and I thought, literally, it was like oh right, he's dropping it off, or I've won midweek as well. But as soon as he said, all right, I've come to drop the PS5 off, I was like, oh, happy days. But yeah, I got the man hug and all that lot. So I'm hungry for my second win for the midweek, or I'd like midweek, then dream car in that order.
So you've just answered that question as well. Opinion, Darren, if someone wins midweek, are they allowed to play dream car competition still? Yes.
Yeah. It's just if whoever that was, I didn't really see who it was, but if you win the dream car first, then you're banned from all competitions for a year. But if you win the lifestyle, then the midweek, then the DC, then it's all good.
Like in my scenario, I won lifestyle, and that was in October, and then I won midweek in January. Say, for instance, I haven't won dream car by October, my account for lifestyle would be back open, so I could play that.
Oh.
And then January, if I haven't won dream car by January, my midweek account would be back open. And then if I won in February, I'd be banned for a year off all of them again, which is a kick in the teeth. I'd be like, bastard, I've only just got the other two back. It's a bitch though, because obviously playing midweek, it gave you that bit of an edge because you were playing the two competitions rolling constantly. So it was like, right, Sunday's done, that's dream car, that's Tuesday. Wednesday, obviously, bang, there's the finish line for midweek, and then Friday is like results, and you had that bit of a break between Friday and like Thursday to the Sunday before DC was back up, like, as in due for the next one. So it was just constant, like, dream car midweek, dream car midweek, dream car midweek. Whereas now, like, for me, it's just dream car, and then I've got fucking all week before I can submit again virtually and try again for dream car. So
it's like, obviously when I didn't know that I was going to win, but I played my 59 tickets for the lifestyle question, but even though I'd done that for that week, not knowing that I was going to win it, I still done next week's lifestyle, like the new lifestyle one, beforehand.
Yeah. You get your money back.
No, I only played like 2 tickets, and that was for 15 Ks. So it was only like £1.80, so I wasn't really bothered about it. But yeah, because I didn't think I was going to win, so I played that one, the 59 tickets, but then I still played for the new one for the week after. But
I did that for the Bentley. Obviously, the Sunday night the competition finished. Monday was the judging. My ex knew that I'd won on the Monday, but I'd gone home Monday night and I was lining it all up for the new competition. And obviously on the Tuesday, I'd gone and won. And I said it on the video. I was like, you know, I've got the new picture up and loaded, and I'm lining it all up, ready to go for Sunday to play again. But Nick, which was my ex, she already knew on the Monday at 10 o'clock that I'd already won. And when we were sat at my mum's, and I'm lining it all up on my same PC, you know, with my trusty little chopsticks. She was sat next to me, and she knew all along that I'd won, but she never said a fucking dicky bird. Literally not anything. So, but I think if I did play the tickets, they would have refunded it. Like, because I mean, I was still playing with credit and stuff, but they probably would have refunded it or wiped it off.
Yeah, because you were saying, obviously, when you won the Bentley, you had a like 100 or a couple of £100 credit on there, but once you won, and then obviously came back after that year, that credit went, didn't it?
Yeah, there was nothing there, which is what it is, isn't it? Like, I mean, when you, like, I saw the stream with Wes. There was that question, obviously, do you get credit for the other tickets you played for? You get track shit.
Yeah, you just literally get the win.
Yeah, you get the win.
And the cash, yeah.
Yeah, so like,
If you had like 800 or 900 quid, then you'd lose a whole lot, wouldn't you?
you what, sorry?
If you had about say £1,000 credit and you won, you'd lose that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd lose it, yeah. Like, well, I don't know actually. I don't know whether, I mean, it's been so long now, but whether to like question it or whatever, but does it still say anything on your account if you try and play midweek? I can play it. I can log in and play it and everything. I can see the lifestyle. I can see.
But it's just throwing money into the fire, though, isn't it? If you've done that, because obviously you've already won it.
Yeah.
Only if you win the dream card, that's when the account get banned, blocked.
Yeah, fully blocked. Can't log in or nothing. And I tried many times. When it clicks log in, like obviously you guys will know, as soon as you put tickets in your basket and it says proceed to play, if you're not logged in and you click proceed to play, it forces you to log in. So when I click log in, it boots me out and puts me back on the same page. That's what it was doing when I was banned. But obviously my account's still active. I can still see the lifestyle question. I can still see the midweek picture. It's just if I went and cashed out for it, if I did win, they'd void it because they know that I can't play for a year.
Right, guys, I'm shooting off.
Have you submitted your coordinates, buddy? Did you get to do it or not? Yeah, you done it. Yeah, good.
I've done my 4 tickets.
Good luck, buddy.
Is there one on tomorrow night, Cam?
What's that, mate?
Is there a stream tomorrow night?
Yes.
Thursday tomorrow, yeah. Well, I'm losing my days even that. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow.
I'll catch you tomorrow night then.
Take care, Steve.
No worries, positive.
Good luck.
Good luck, everybody.
If I don't see you before, I'll see you through the window.
Yes. Rain window.
Play school. Bloody hell, you're going back many years. Play school, I remember that. Jemima and all that lot.
That beat it. Right, see you later.
Take care, mate. What's that noise? That
sounds like a parakeet. Or somebody got a bird. I'm sure Steve said that they had a bird.
Yeah, I think it's when Steve's on, I can hear it.
Sounded like a parakeet. I don't know.
Man having the proper desi chai, eh?
Like a parakeet or a parrot.
Man.
Huh?
It's coffee. I got the Dolce Gusto machine. It's a flat white. It helps me sleep. It helps me wake up. I don't know. I'm a weird fucker like that. If I need it to wake up, I'll have a coffee. Wakes me up. Other than that's all in my head. To be fair, it's a fucking cracked out guy. How many tickets more have you played, Cam?
75.
You maxed out, yeah?
How many?
75.
No, you're telling porkies now. How many?
76.
75!
No, you've got 2 accounts, remember? You got your missus' account.
No. I didn't play any from her. Hers, yeah.
I'm surprised that you don't know, because then it's doubling your chances. So even if just say that your missus' coordinates / your coordinates came in, your missus could still say, "Oh yeah, thank you," but then you take the car or the cash. Happy days. BK style.
My uncle does that actually. My uncle plays on his account and his missus plays on her account, but technically he's advising her where to go because she ain't got a fucking Scooby-Doo what she's doing.
But didn't we say that about the guy? When was it? It was in the summer last year. It was she was an Asian woman. It was the Porsche, the convertible Porsche. But she was like, "What?" But you knew it was the other half.
She rang her fella, didn't she?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, Christian." Oh no. I'm thinking of the Land Rover recently. The woman that won the Range Rover.
Mate.
She won it, and they FaceTimed the
Her boyfriend.
Yeah. So I think it was him that was playing, and that's why they FaceTimed him.
Yeah. Yeah. We might have
And she was like, I'll take the cash straight away.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what she said, didn't she? She
She,
said,
she was scared. She thought she has to take the car or something. You know how they're saying, oh, it's gonna be a bigger car for you, loads of space, and this and that. Oh no, I'll take the cash.
Yeah, she quite literally point blank. So Christian was like, okay.
Yeah. And
Thanks.
Christian's actually said that to me before. They don't like that on video because it's basically point blank. I'll take the cash, and then that's pretty much like, oh well, shit. We're not really going to talk about the car anymore.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll just.
You can say at the end. You can say at the end that when they show the cash in the boot, you can probably just say after that, like, oh, okay, I'll take the cash probably, because now they're advertising that. By the way, they on every video they say, oh, you can take the cash alternative. They say it. Before they never used to say that.
Yeah, I remember that.
But it's better to say, everyone that watching, guys, it's better to say at the end. Don't just say straight away, oh, okay, but I'll take the cash. And then that's it. Then you got nothing to say. I mean, he's not going to say, oh, this is going to be this and this is going to be that, because it's a promotional video as well at the same time. And you just basically ruining it for them.
People need to know what to say on camera. You wait until you're actually stood there with them in front of you with a camera slapped in your face, and then it's like, it's a rabbit in a headlight. You just don't know what to say. And it's, I mean, by now I should be a pro, but I'm not. You're still startled. You still don't know what to say. You're still mumbling around and all that sort of shit.
I was the same on Lifestyle, even that was FaceTime. My brain just went kaput. Like, as I said, I actually said my brain's gone kaput because I was trying to remember the name of the film. And obviously I didn't even mention I didn't mention his name, but I mentioned Ethan's name. But I just said, oh yeah, it's my boy's birthday. But usually if it was normal talking, I would say, yeah, Ethan and Logan.
Yeah.
And obviously me waking up, I was at work, so I was up at like 3 o'clock, so my brain was fizzed out when he FaceTimed me. But yeah.
Even I was video calling a Lifestyle with, obviously that's what they do anyway, but my heartbeat was going up like 100 miles an hour. Do you know what I mean? You get so, I don't know, you don't know what to say. You're shocked. Do you know what I mean?
You know it's recording as well, because you just know it's recording, and it's like, fuck, what do I say? And the one thing that I kick myself to this day is that on the Bentley win, I didn't mention my son. I was in pure absolute shock that I forgot to mention Flynn, but I mentioned Flynn on the Lifestyle on the FaceTime, and I mentioned Flynn on the Midweek, but they didn't put that bit in. They kind of in a way, we were talking for a good. They were there till 9 o'clock again. From about 8:05. They were there till about 9 o'clock. On the Midweek, and they had to redo certain bits, like say when it was the camera through the car, Christian was too tall for him bobbing down, so they had to redo that quite a few times, and then there was a couple of other bits that we were talking about, and he says, oh well, what are you going to do with the cash? And I says, oh well, I'll be spending bits on it with my boy and stuff like that for like summer holidays, going wherever, like Legoland or on holiday or whatever, and then they had to redo it, and this is, oh, what are you going to do with the cash? And I says, oh well, I didn't really change before. I says, I bought an house, but when the video was released for the Bentley, I just went to Tesco's just to buy a few bits, and the first thing I bought was a light up Christmas tree, and that was the bit that they used, and they didn't put my boy in there, which I don't know, a bit like
a bit of
yeah. But on the video as well, which was I don't know why, or whether it was something that was said from my ex's point of view. When I was with my ex, my boy's mum never knew that I had a girlfriend, because I was going through all the shit with the family courts and the Crown courts because of her lies. I didn't want my ex to be involved and dragged into all the social services stuff. So my relationship with her was hidden. No one knew. As in, no one knew that side, like my boy's mum's side and everything. And the first time it was actually publicised was when BOTB announced, oh yes, we spoke to his girlfriend yesterday. He works in a parts place around the corner. And I'm like, oh shit. Because I just thought that social services, you know, they're going to drag her in, they're going to question her and all this lot. But on the video, like other videos for when partners have been there, BOTB have dragged the partners in. Now, BOTB didn't add the bit where Nick got brought into it. But they didn't show Nick on the BOTB video. Whereas the actual, if I send this to Cam, this is a different point of view of the video. But there's a woman that's actually recording for the Bentley. Where is it? There. All right, so this is
think
a
because
different.
BOTB been probably they watched what you shared in the during the live stream, and that's the reason why they didn't want to include the boy.
Well, no, because if you remember, Cam, this was for the Bentley, so I wasn't on your lives. I wasn't.
I'm talking about the midweek win.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
If you load that one, that's a different video to what BOTB was filming. This is the local news rag, which is the woman that was nearly falling.
Oh yeah, I remember
that. So it shows the Bentley number plate. It shows the Porsche in the background as well, and they bring Nick into that one where Christian shouts her across on that, but they never put that in to the BOTB video.
Alkesh Patel, don't give them ideas, buddy.
Yeah.
Obviously, I play best of the best. My other half's got an account, but she hardly plays. But obviously, if I won, then she wouldn't be able to play, and obviously, close family wouldn't be able to play either. So, but don't give them ideas. We don't want that.
Yeah, because then Cam's limited to 75 tickets.
Yeah, Cam started with 30 tickets and he's going up to 75 now.
Did it come through?
It'd be 150.
Yeah, it did. It's just playing an advertisement. Let me just let it go past first.
It kind of shows behind the scenes of little bits that they never showed on the video.
I'll tell you what, I took my dad a couple of weeks back. I'll watch this now.
It's Tuesday morning here at BOTB, and we just arrived in Gainsborough to surprise this week's very lucky winner. His name is Darren Godson, and he has won himself the absolutely incredible Bentley Continental GT W12. Now, we spoke to his girlfriend yesterday. He is working in a parts place just around the corner, and he's a delivery driver. So we've arrived early this morning to try and get him just before he goes out delivering parts. So, without further ado, let's go and give him the surprise of a lifetime.
I want to know which one's your boss.
This
one. So he's just looking after his boss. Yeah. I was going to say, I think he might have to take you for lunch or dinner or a holiday. Because not only has he won £160,000 Bentley, he's also won £20,000 in cash. Oh my god! What's he like to work with? Yeah, he's brilliant. He's the best guy ever. Yeah. All of a sudden now he is. Yeah. Oh jeez. I think it made his Christmas, yeah. Made his Christmas. Absolutely. I think a bit speechless, mate. A little bit speechless, isn't he? Is he a bit speechless at work or? No. Yeah, I think you've stunned him, mate. Yeah, I've stunned him. Definitely. Stunned me breakfast. Well, don't throw that up again because I know it's a bit of a surprise. But Yeah, huge congratulations.
Wow.
Let's get your girlfriend in. Nicola, come over here. So your lovely girlfriend Nicola, give her a hug. She's managed to keep this a secret for 24 hours.
I asked her as well, and I'm like, have I won? Have you had any phone calls? No.
But actually she did, and we literally had to say on the phone, please keep it a secret. And you were like, I'll try. And he did an amazing job, because obviously the look on your face when I came in to the shop this morning, I nearly surprised your colleague, because I hadn't seen a proper picture of you yet. So I went straight to your colleague, and then I heard someone go, oh my God. And I went, oh no, there he is.
As soon as I spotted you come in, I was like, I know who you are. Wow. No way. I went, no fucking way.
Do you think you'll keep the Audi, or do you think you'll chop that in and
the Audi
in this?
Bye-bye.
Oh,
Bye-bye, Audi. That didn't take long.
No.
Oh, poor
Cam knows
Audi.
I've still got the Audi.
But you
as
will
well.
get absolutely the best of the best. This is a truly unbelievable car. What colour do you think you'll get it?
I don't even know. I never thought I'd even win. Hello, Mum. I'm stood with BOTB. I've won a Bentley and 20 grand cash.
Sure.
Yeah.
great response.
Nick got a phone call yesterday and I've won. I'll FaceTime you. I'm ringing now.
What, you've even got a dinky toy?
No. I'll go on Facebook. Hang on. See me? There's Christian. BOTB.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's just starting to rain, but my camera won't switch.
Have a look at this, Mum. Look what he's won.
Great, just in time for Christmas, eh?
There's the guy on the left in the background, that was Eva.
They sure it's you and someone else together.
No, someone else plays. Look at that. Look at my hand.
Who's that filming?
That's the local newspaper.
Okay, because they were
Well, is that what they're
following you, following you like a fly, and it's like BOTB are trying to record their video, and it's like
She's just everywhere.
I didn't even think I'd win, so
You're shaking, aren't you?
yeah, shock.
no, he's not. He's
So,
cold.
how do you feel then?
With my hands.
Can you believe it?
No, I can't.
Yeah.
I don't think it's set in.
No. So, have you got a nice garage to keep it in or anything?
Nope.
Just gonna keep it outside the house?
Maybe, yeah. It's just. I hadn't even thought that far ahead. I literally can't even believe I've won.
Yeah. And so at the moment, what, you're driving a...
I've got an Audi A5, but
Yeah.
I think that's definitely going to be gone.
Yeah. Excellent.
And then that was it. Buff.
No. I can't wait to experience that. I know I've experienced the lifestyle win, but to experience the car win, I think I'll be like literally in tears there and then.
I nearly was. If you look back on the original BOTB video of where I'm talking to my mum and she says, "Are you fucking sure?" I
could see your lips not going.
Yeah, right there and then I nearly burst into tears there and then. I was just, I went back to the office and I stood there and I took a deep breath and I burst into tears at the shop and I was just stood there fucking roaring my eyes out and I was like, what the fuck has just happened? Like, wow.
Well, good things happen to good people, buddy. You deserve
it.
Five Guys break. Anyone want Five Guys? Burgers, chips, milkshake.
Chip. Where's the chip?
Yeah, spicy one, please.
Yeah. Yeah. Which one? Yes.
That's it.
Spicy one. The original.
Have a nice plain burger.
Hey, a burger.
Burger? I would like a fair burger.
How old am I? I'm 34 now.
No, he's 44. He's just lying.
No, I'm
It's 54, mate. It's 54.
I'm the oldest
Okay,
here.
who's okay? So it's Dean, then Sean, then me. That's fucked up.
Burger.
I'm 45 this year, December the 13th.
And then Darren, how old are you, Cam?
I'm 22.
Okay, no, we're
It's
talking
good up.
about. Not, I was gonna say not after the 5 guys, not your weight, but 22 stone after.
Well, I'm 32. I'm gonna be 33 this year.
So comes the baby of all this.
I'm SmackDown. I'm turning 38 this year, man. Fucking hell.
38, ain't it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I did say I thought you look much younger than that. Do you remember me saying it?
Yeah, I thought you've been maximum like 35, innit? That's what you look.
Yeah, he'd probably be in his early 30s, 33, 34.
I got ID.
If you grow your beard, it's gonna be all grey.
Oh, no, not even, man. I got a few grey hairs here and a few there.
I got plenty of grey.
Yeah, we all got a bit.
Fucking look at me for grey hair, boys.
Yeah.
I know Darren seemed older because when he could see his grey hair, he thought he was a bit older than that.
You got to think back then, though. I was a bit fatter as well.
Yeah, you just had I can't remember who
You
it
had
was.
breakfast, I think it was.
No, it's one of the guys was saying you look older in the Bentley win than you do now.
Yeah, I was a bit more chubbier.
You're skinnier now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lost weight.
I've seen some of the comments saying that my ex didn't look happy. It was because she didn't want to be on camera, but also she knew straight from that minute that social services might be involved in tearing her ass apart and all that lot. Look at my little boy. So it was a case of it was already out there because BOTB announced, oh, we spoke to his girlfriend yesterday, blah, 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 blah.
Come on down, put that back on.
So it was only a matter of it was only a matter of time before my boy's mum got hold of that information and tried to use that against me in the family courts and all that shite.
But at the end of the day, obviously, if you split up from your boy's mum, you move on. You're not going to wait for her. Obviously, with your experience, you're not getting on and shit like that. You're going to move on. I've done exactly the same. Obviously, with my eldest boy from a previous relationship, she finished with me 4 days after he was born. Even that he had to have a heart operation because it wasn't all linked properly.
Yeah.
So literally 4 days old, they said, right, he's got to go to Guy's Hospital in London to have a heart operation. Got there, after it was all done, she said, that's it, I don't want to be with you. But she was an absolute bleep. Yeah. And she was a gold digger. She wanted, I was saving money up, and she wasn't even like 3 months gone. But I started saving money up, and she said, right, I want the money now. Nothing to do with like baby clothes or cot or anything like that. She just wanted it for her. And so after that, it just wasn't a good frame of mind of me being in, because I don't like saying the word, but I hated her guts, and I still do to this day, because I still can't see him. But my parents have him every other weekend. But I can't go round there because she's drilled it into his head. If your dad comes round to see you, then you don't see your grandparents. So that's what really pees me off. And he's like 18 April. So I just hate with a passion. But I literally, after all that happened, I just moved on. I thought, well, I'm not going to sit here and wallow about it. I just want to move on and find somebody that loves me for me, and not be the way she was. So,
you're right.
As I've said, I've got 2 beautiful boys. Well, 3. Obviously, I still love him, but I've got 2 boys with my other half, and sort of other half as well that I love.
Don't know what happened there.
But yeah, it's all good. But it's not worth wallowing in because it's not good for your health, because you're like you say, you've gone through a stressful scenario with what you've got. We won't go into it, but obviously most people know. But I don't wish that on anyone, because people shouldn't use kids as weapons.
Yeah, And that's 100% what's happening still to this day. Our government system is outdated. That's all I'm saying on that. But
Yeah.
it is pro-female and not within the father's interests.
No.
And I mean, you never realise, but I watched a film the other day, and it hit home, because you don't realise when you're a kid what the meaning behind the film is. Now you watch Robin Williams, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yep.
You think, oh, that's an epic fucking film. He's dressed up as a woman, he's pissing about, blah 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 blah. But the storyline behind it is that he wants to see his kids, and there's a divorce battle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You just don't realise it until you actually experience it firsthand with family courts and how biased they are and shit like that. Like, they automatically give the female residency, and it's like a lot of countries now are starting to give 50-50 automatically from the minute you break up. It's 50-50. That's it, and that's how it should be everywhere. It took two to make that child, and it should take two to bring up that child. You know, not ownership. I mean, I've fought tooth and nail to 4 years. I've fought to get to where I am now with my little boy, and I get every other weekends and half the school holidays. To me, that's still shit.
Yeah.
You know, I get 2 weekends out of a month. I get 4 nights out of 30. Fucking wake up and smell the coffee. The UK government is absolutely shocking.
Yeah.
You know, 4 nights out of 30, and that's fair for a father to be in his son's life. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not right. That.
No, it's not right.
But it happens daily, weekly. There was a documentary, right, months and months ago. Channel 4 was doing it where they shone the light on the family courts. I were going livid. I were kicking off big time, because that whole entire documentary, of an hour of that documentary, it was all women. There was no men. It was all women bad-mouthing the guys, and it's like, well, that's not biased. That's not, fair. But yeah, it's shocking. It's shit. It makes you realise a lot of things when you go through that sort of scenario. But it leaves a very, 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 very sour taste in your mouth for potential future relationships. But
yeah, I mean, on that note, when, again, with all due respect to women and all the rest of it, when you've got the whole domestic abuse side of things, like, men generally speaking don't feel like they can open up about certain things purely because you're looked at and you're like, well, you're the bloke. But it happens on both sides. There's blokes out there that are pretty much under the cosh, but they're afraid to speak up because they're going to be looked at as if, oh, well, you're the man.
Just to jump in there, right? With what you're saying, it's bang on, because my ex, which is my boy's mum, tried to say that I was domestically abusing. She tried to say that I burgled the house that we both lived in. I moved out and took my property, but the coppers kept my property for 3 years at a police station, because they're saying that I had to do a Police Property Act, which is that we had to go to court, a civil matter, and prove with receipts whose was who, like between mine and my boy's mum stuff. 3 years passed, 2020, they sent me a letter saying, come get your shit. I was like, all right, sweet. So I went down, got my stuff, and that was that. Didn't have to go to court or nothing. But yeah, this was August 17. I got accused of domestic abuse. December 17, they changed it from domestic abuse to control and coercive behaviour, with a load of false accusations thrown in from statements made by friends of my ex's family and friends and all that lot. And then at the same time, rape allegations was thrown in. And I got voluntary interview in February 20.
Sorry to cut you there, Darren. You know, when you said rape allegation, is it a common thing? That's what
Yeah,
happened with one of my family member. Yeah. And he basically his wife wanted the divorce because he went and with another man and stuff like that. Yeah. And you know, on the divorce and everything, she just put rape. What the hell? Where rape came from, man?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, it's that when I won't say a woman because men can say it as well, but
no, I mean, yeah, I mean, if it's true, that's of course why not give it, you know.
But it's
people can just easily throw this stuff to
when you throw an accusation like that, mud sticks. You know, no matter what you say, what you prove, or anything like that, and it's like I'm apparently meant to have raped my ex in Ibiza of 2015. Right, I'm meant to have beat her up. I'm meant to have broke her jaw, and I sat there with the officer that was talking to me about the rape allegations and said, no, it's not happened. I literally have all the pictures of us in Ibiza where she's happy as Larry. And he said, right, I'm going to have to ask you in very, very fine detail of anything that sexually happened while you was out there. And I was like, I'm not going to be crude. I don't want to do that. And he said, well, this is where this either helps your defense or it kind of incriminates you. So you need to tell me what positions and stuff like that and who instigated what. So I was like, all right, and she was on top. That was that. Went away and we did our business and stuff like that. And the guy stopped the interview and said, right, okay, that's fine. And a couple of days later, it was no further action. And I said to the copper, I was like, why was you asking about positions and stuff like that? I was like, I didn't get why you wanted so much detail of just a couple's sexual activities. And he said, you didn't see what I was trying to do, did you? And I was like, no, that's why I'm asking, clearly. And he says,
I mean, how much you care, right?
No.
I know what you're going to say, because if you said I was on top, that makes you the dominant one in that position.
Yes.
Because if she's on top, she's willing to do it. She's not like forced down, like, oh, get off me. Yeah. That's what he was doing.
Yeah. And I didn't know at the time. I told the truth. Obviously, she was on top. That was that. And he was like, if she's on top, she can get off. She can walk away. She can run away. She can crawl away and shit like that. So
yeah.
And it was no further action than that. But it, the most vindictive, evil stuff gets thrown at you, and when it goes to the Crown Court, because in 2016, controlling and coercive behaviour was made as a brand new law. So anyone that was suspected of it, they pushed it. The CPS pushed it no matter what. So Feb 2020, I eventually ended up in Crown Court. Bearing in mind, there was a murder trial for someone in Gainsborough that got murdered with a machete. The trial for the murderer was 2 weeks. The trial for controlling and coercive behaviour was 3 weeks. What the fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like it's absolutely shocking. But CPS downloaded her phone. They gave me the disk of 18,000 text messages while I was doing my uni course as well in my final year. They gave me the disk 2 weeks before we was due to go to court, and I'm like, "You're taking the piss here. That's stalling tactics." Like, how can I physically go through 18,000 text messages and pick out bits that I need as evidence for my defense? You've done that on purpose, and it actually got pushed back, which helped me because I got a good solid 6 weeks. 6 weeks it took me to go through 18,000 text messages, and those messages was between me and her, her and a mum, her and a dad, her and a brother, and all of her mates and all that sort of stuff. And I went real deep into it. Now, I'm meant to have raped her in August 2015 in Ibiza. We went to the same hotel, to the same resort in 2016, just after my little boy passed away. Why would you go back to the same hotel, to the same place, to be with that person, have a child with that person if you've apparently been raped by that person? And obviously pictures of us being there every day was where she was lovey-dovey kissing, blah, 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 and all that lot. And there was no jaw broken. There was no bruises or nothing. You know, and the disc that they gave me, I found a text message on there where she was talking to her mates. We'd got back from Ibiza. She had mental health issues where she was anxiety, depression, and all that rubbish. And we broke up, and she threw me out. And that because the house was in her name, the bills was in her name, the car was in her name, everything was just in her name. I didn't have a leg to stand on. So she tried to claim financial abuse as well, but obviously everything was in her name. So how could I be financially abusing her? Apart from that, they said that I was making sure everything was in her name so that I didn't have any debt on me. And I'm like, fuck off. But it was where this text message was sent to her friend saying, I need a chat, can I come round? Me and Darren have broke up. So her mate replied with, oh no, not good. What's happened? Has he been a handy little cunt with you then? My ex replied saying, no, he's never hurt me. He's just never put up a fight for our relationship. He's just packing his stuff up and leaving now. That was a week after we broke up. After we got back from Ibiza, we broke up a week after. But a week before, I meant to have raped her, battered her, and broke her jaw. So that was the rarest thing in my defense ever, because I had that as gold dust in my defense to say, well, your credibility in a fucking Crown Court scenario is worthless. You're saying that I did this, that, and the other to you in Ibiza, but in text messages to your mates, you're telling them that I've never hurt you and I've never done anything to you. So which one is it? You know, and that to me, I had 6,000 pages of conversations and stuff like that between me and her and whoever as evidence for this case. And we put it to the judge, and I said, look, my barrister turned around to the judge and said, I get you've got all this apparent information that would be seen as evidence to say that Mr. Godson is controlling his ex and all this sort of stuff. But you do realise we have got 6,000 pages from the evidence you've given us, which is the disc of text messages, and we intend to use all 6,000 pages to fight this case. And the judge was like, well, we ain't got time for that. This is stupid. You know, it's 3 weeks of court's time for this. And the judge was literally like trying to offer me bargaining chips and stuff like that. And I'm like, I've done nothing wrong. I'll clear my name. And the only thing that they could turn around and say that I did was that I swore at my ex in text messages to the point of which would have caused her to cry, basically, and be upset and alarm and harassment or distress or whatever. And they said that it's harassment section 2. Basically, I've caused her to cry more than twice by text messages. And I was like, but she did to me as well. So, and they were like, yeah, but she's apparently the victim. So I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I've got all the evidence in text messages that you've given to me by CPS outside of the relationship. I could see it for what it really was. She controlled me with a car. She controlled me with my money. She controlled me with a house because it was in her name, and she kicked me out every time I fucking didn't do anything wrong. Sorry. And it was a case of get out, don't want you here, don't want you here. So I went to the cops and I said, I'd like to actually press charges against my ex for controlling and coercive behaviour. And they said, what evidence have you got? And I went, all the evidence you've given me to say that she was the one that was the victim. I said, there's all your fucking evidence. She's made false allegations of rape. you know, so that's it, perverting the course of justice on its own. I said, here's all the text messages of that everything that she's tried saying that I've done when actually it's her that's doing it to me. I've apparently controlled where I was always driving the car. So if anyone gets in a car and they're constantly always driving it and the female sat in the passenger side, apparently that's controlling because you don't share the driving or whatever. And I was like, hold up a minute. My ex was pregnant. She didn't want to drive. She was pregnant with my little boy, so she didn't want to drive. So, you know, how can you say that I'm controlling by just driving a car?
It's just petty.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. My barrister turned around to me and said, my barrister always drives the car. His missus never does, even though she's got a license. So is he going to get done for controlling and coercive behaviour? The CPS barrister had just gone through the family courts and was being accused of the same shit that he's trying to get me done for. And I'm like, are you fucking for real?
You know.
I mean, eventually it all got thrown out. It all got proven not guilty and all that lot. But I went to the coppers and I sat down and I said, she's controlling me with all this sort of stuff. Here's all the text messages. Here's all the proof. Here's my statements. Here's everyone else's statements from the same case that you're trying to get me done with CPS, because she's claiming that she's the victim. Here's all the evidence to say that it's actually the reverse. The copper turned around and was like, oh, well, you know, female moan, you know, you just man up and crack on, you know, you just deal with it, don't you? And I'm like, say that again? Like, you just man up, do you? You just carry on as normal and just, you know, you don't cry, you don't get emotional, you don't realise that you're being controlled and stuff like that by a female. And, you know, and this is why males don't speak out about mental health, you know.
Yeah.
There's a male epidemic in this country, pandemic probably, around the world. There is... What was the stats of last year? 89% or 91% of all suicides, they're males.
Yeah.
Literally
men
male.
suiciding because they are actually they don't got nothing to do. I mean, as in they can't do anything about those all kind of things.
Yeah.
As you said, controlling is something. That's what the men's are actually being controlled. Do you know what I mean? By women and stuff.
Just
when
like
it
to
comes
say,
to it,
yeah.
that's
Sorry,
what I'm
I was just like to say. Obviously, I know this is BOTB related, but I want to thank you, Cam, and I think that everybody will echo. Obviously, we're talking about what we're talking about now, and obviously, we're men. We're supposed to man up, as Darren says, but we're talking about our feelings, and I appreciate you, Cam, for you letting us use your platform to talk about things like this, and obviously with people's kind comments as well and stuff like that. So
I've not even looked at the chat. I was just talking. But
yeah, but I'd just like to thank Cam for letting us use your platform to speak about stuff like this.
No worries, bro. You don't need to thank me for anything, man.
No, but
it's true,
you
though,
deserve
isn't
it, man. So I think everybody would echo what I'm saying as well. So
yeah, it's one of them. It's a taboo subject that doesn't get spoken about.
No, because we're supposed to man up, innit? That's what
Yeah,
it is.
we're meant to man up. We're meant to crack on. We're meant to get out there and provide for the females while they sit at home on their asses with the babies that we're chucking in them. And that's the olden day.
That's the
world.
50s. Yeah,
that's the olden day world. You know, women stay at home, look after the kids, while men go out and work and all this sort of shit. Women can work. They want equal rights. They want equal pay. They want equal rights and all that sort of shit. Now, my message to them, there probably is absolutely thousands of women out there that are bob on, you know, the best of the best, cream of the cream, you know. But you get those one little sour bitches that are out there that cause you hell. But if all women want equal rights and equal pay, crack on. I'm all up for it. Yeah, equal everything, you know.
Yeah.
But give us equal fucking father rights.
exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
100%.
Definitely.
Needs
I
to
agree
change.
with
This law with like father's right, Darren's been talking about. especially in this day and age, it's got to change, man.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's been a big eye opener. Obviously, before I was just running around when I was young, shagging anything I could.
As we all did.
You know, but then you grow up, you kind of think that you can settle down with someone, have a kid that passes away, and then you have another kid, and then obviously it doesn't work out, and then that's when the shit hits the fan, and you start realizing how cruel this system is.
Yeah.
I bet you've gone through a lot of shite, Darren. You know, the psychological effect on you. I don't know. I imagine it. You know,
but that's the thing. Again, it's one of them ones.
It's brave
where,
to talk about it because a lot of people can't talk about this.
But that's the thing,
it breaks them. It just breaks them down completely.
Yeah, but that's where like.
Been listening carefully what he's saying.
Yeah, people don't talk about it. That's a very good point, actually. People don't talk about it. They think, okay, whatever happened, and just keep this secret and stuff. But if you don't talk about it, people are not going to know. I mean, any of us can be in those kind of situation. You never know. It doesn't matter how good you are or how good your partners are and everything. But you don't know until it happens. You know, it's one of those.
Like you say, Cam, if people just bottle their problems up and don't talk about it, it will push them over the edge, and they will do something stupid. Like Darren said, like 91% of suicides are men because of that. So we are hit. Like as I said, I've thanked Cam already, but if anybody else has got problems, obviously we've got WhatsApp. You don't have to put it on live stream, but we're here to help you to chat on WhatsApp, and even if it's a private message, we're here for you guys.
Yeah, exactly that.
You know, saying that, you know how Darren was talking about controlling, yeah? Remember that day when you came, I said every person that I met called Darren, it's always been a headache for me. Remember, Darren, I told you, like not you. I'm saying customer wise. You know, all the issues with the cars, they all called Darren. Don't know why. And that day you won the lifestyle as well. But anyway, that I don't want to mention the car in case you never know that guy watches and everything. He came with his wife to buy the car. Bruv, if you just watch that CCTV conversation throughout the whole buying process.
Was that the one that came when I was just about to go?
No.
Oh.
I don't know. Probably I forgot. But anyway, you will know what controlling means. That guy was shitting himself. Like his wife was saying, whatever she says, he hasn't got any value. Oh my days. I felt sorry for that person.
Have you heard the expression, happy wife, happy life?
Yeah.
That's drilled into men.
From a young age.
It's unbelievably drilled into men.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I mean, it should be equal. Like you make your partner happy, your partner makes you happy. You know, happy fucking house, happy life. You know.
Yeah.
But I've seen Sammy's comment just now, and that's the first one that I've seen. I've not read any others. Like saying soldiering on, trucking on, winning BOTB and stuff like that. I'll openly admit right now, there has been times where,
thoughts across the mind. Yeah, thoughts across the mind. Yeah,
I've sat there thinking,
we're here for you, Darren, mate.
What's the fucking point?
Yeah, we're here for you, man. We're here for you.
Because you only could tolerate so much.
That's just bottling it up. That's the thing.
And then it's breaking point sometimes.
Yeah,
like
bottle it up and you don't let it out. It's when it starts affecting you badly psychologically.
Yeah.
And that's when, as you said, Darren, you know, you get to that point where men just there's only so much cracking on with it that you can do. Like honest to God.
Yeah.
I've been there. If it wasn't for my older brother, I may not even be on this street. Just put it that way. I've had my own personal issues just after uni and getting a job. My full-time work, that is. And I was in a rough place. Like when I'm in a rough place, without people sort of going or being judgmental and stuff like that. I've had many a night where I've sat there on my own, or as the East Londoners say, on my Jack Jones, crying because I had no one and nowhere to turn to. I didn't feel comfortable speaking about what I was going through. I didn't know who I could relate to or whatever. I literally, it was like the world was against me. And as I said, my older brother picked up on it, and that's why I love him to bits. And you know, I'd gladly walk off a cliff for him, if that makes sense. He picked up on it, and there was a day I remember he came in, and to put it into perspective, my brothers and families used to come over. They used to sit. Everyone used to be hunky dory and everything, and I'd be in my room, and they'd be downstairs, or they'd be chatting away and watching TV. And even if I was sitting in the same room, I had no idea what they were talking about. I had like my focus was just completely off. My mind was elsewhere. And I said he picked up on it, and he sat me down one day, and it was about 30 seconds into his conversation when I burst out into tears. And he held me and he gave me a hug and he said, "Listen, don't even bother get any negative thought out of your head, because I can see where you are. If you need to speak, speak to me, regardless, whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's things." And it goes back to sort of Darren sharing his feelings, and obviously on stream with like hundreds of people, whether they're watching now or live or afterwards. And you've got to realize there's thousands and thousands of men that go through this sort of shit, and they don't have anyone to turn to. They don't have anyone that picks up on that signal, that can't share those feelings. And you do get to that point where you genuinely, you're contemplating that kitchen knife, you're contemplating stopping that car on that flyover, turning off the car, you're contemplating going at 90 miles an hour into a side reservation. These negative thoughts, and I'm not saying that, you know, whoever's going through that, as Dean said it, as Darren said it, Sean, Cam said it, you know, we're sharing this on the platform, drop it in the WhatsApp group, the Patreon group, and what have you. And, you know, even if it's a case of, look, guys, I need to have a conversation, I'm sure all of us will be happy to just create a small little group just for you to share those feelings. But as I said, I've been there.
And it stays in the group as well.
Dark,
So
yeah, it's a dark place. And there's only so many that are fortunate to be able to pull themselves out of that situation. There's many a man and many a person that has not had that opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, like you guys, I'm mentally strong, but I've been, because of my son when he suffered at birth. I was 20 something then. I'm 20. I think I was 30 or something then, and now I'm 43. But back then, I was in a dark place. Tell you guys, I was mentally exhausted. What was going on with him? You know, because he was in hospital, life and death situation with him. The hospital damaged him. You know, caused a lot of birth injuries. My brain, it was like one doctor saying this, one doctor saying everything was going. I was totally confused. And I'm telling you, being a man, I was really, you know, I was quite emotional. You know, I was really, and the doctor saying, why are they putting all this stuff to me head? You know, at that time, I mean, I'm mentally strong, but it was just like all these things coming at me. I can't take it. Can't take it anymore. And
You've
then,
got
you
to
know,
show face.
yes,
You've got to show face. You
understand
know,
what
when
this
someone
thing
asks
can
you a
do to
question,
people.
when someone asks you a question, you have to show face. You have to show that I am strong, that I am equipped, that I am ready for this, and I am this, and I am that. And in actual fact, you know, there's a part of you each and every time you try and show face and you try and be that person that everyone thinks that you should be, it eats at you. And each time that eats at you, you know, you finish that conversation, and as I said, you might not even remember that conversation. I mean, you know, Darren's unfortunately had his young one situation. Shani's had it. Dean's had his thing. My son had, You know, he was born, he had his kidney problems, he had surgery, he's got allergies right now, he's got an EpiPen, all of that. You know, we've all experienced that, and you know, I can relate to what you're saying, Shani, because when my son was born, he was born, and within 24 hours, they had him in ICU, in the hospital he was born. The following day, they then transferred him down to Chelsea Hospital, where they then put him into another ICU unit. And there was only one parent allowed at that point because they had premature children in the same ward. So obviously, with them being premature, it was a risk to those children's lives. So I'm there, and I'm having to leave my missus at the hospital, running home, running here, there, everywhere to make sure that she's okay, to make sure that he's got everything that they need, to then go to the doctors and the nurses for them to tell me the information. You then got family asking questions. You've got everything happening 90 mile an hour in your brain. And every evening, you know, for the duration of the time that he was at Chelsea, and then before his surgery and what have you, even now when he's got appointments and stuff, you know, it's sleepless nights, and people don't tend to realize that. As I said, I had many a night, this is before I was married and what have you, many a night where I was on my own in my room and I cried. God's honest truth. I cried because I just didn't know what else to do. You know, the number of things that go through your mind. And as I said, during that period with my son, it was my brother that turned around and said it to my mum. And we don't, we're the sort of the children that don't tend to swear in front of our parents. And he turned around and he said to my mum, "Empty looks like fucking shit. Somebody needs to talk to him." And then my phone rang and my mum goes, "You okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And again, that was me showing face, me saying, "Yeah, no, don't worry about it. I'm all good." And then the following day, my brother came back to the hospital to see me, the missus, and the young one. And he pulled me to the side and he said, "Remember what I told you a few years back?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Never forget that." And again, as I said, I'm fortunate to have that. There's many a person that doesn't have that. And, you know, I'm glad that I can share this with you guys and you guys can share it with me, because at the end of the day, other than this here, you know, I speak to my best mate now a lot more about personal things, and he does the same as well, because we've kind of realized that you kind of have to stick together. The guys have, it sounds horrible. It does when you say it like that, and the guys have got to stick together, but it's not a guys click thing or anything like that. It's genuinely saying that there's no way of, you know, personal experiences shared only helps you become better, and it helps you unbottle that and get it off the chest. And then trust me, when it's out there, whether it's in a private group or as we have done here, we've shared it with a few more people, it does. It's, as Sam says, mentally it makes you stronger. That the mental health is.
Sorry to interrupt there.
Cool,
you know, when he was fighting for his life, this is when he was like, obviously he was born premature and the damage caused by the hospital. The doctor keeps on calling me as young parents. You know, you're having all these professionals pointing everything at you, that half of the things you don't understand. And like you said, I was in that room, I remember it, with my daughter, who's 14 now. I remember her, she was only, she was only 18 months. And I looked at her and I cried. What are we going through? Why is it happening to me? I cried in front of her. And I was really, I don't want to talk about it because it'll make me emotional.
Yeah, parents love unconditional.
Darren, Kam, Dean, seen my son.
Yeah,
he's 14 years old. He should have had a better life than what he is.
You know what? Honestly speaking, it's one of them ones where it's another bloke thing, and you guys will relate to it. You know, you're taught to deal with the hand that you're dealt with.
Yeah.
But what people need to realise is sometimes it's a shitty hand,
Mm.
or it feels like a shitty hand. But you've just got to try and find the positives out of it, and that's what we're drilled to
Make the
do.
most
Try
of
and
it.
find,
Yeah.
make the most of it, be the
But
best
you
you
know,
can. And
as years
honestly, Sean,
as years gone, I've gone stronger, and he's laughing. Darren seen him. I don't think him too. I'm not sure. Do you? Cam Dean last year on live stream.
Saw him last night.
yeah,
Lovely
He
boy.
was giggling even last night, just off air.
Gave me a
And
wave.
Dean was- yeah, and he, you know, I'm living my life because of him, because he keeps me going.
yeah, that's it. That's the thing, and that's
No
what
one
people
change
don't realise.
anything now. Doesn't matter
That's
what he is. I mean, Cam knows, Darren knows, Dean knows, everybody mostly knows I've got a disabled son. But he keeps me going.
but that's the thing, right?
But you know,
People think that the mother's love is
mentally,
always.
it can mentally
It's
kill you.
not. They,
You know,
they
sometimes.
don't understand how much the father's love, is absolutely immense. It's the same.
Unconditional.
It's unconditional. It is unconditional.
Unconditional. Yeah.
And people seem to think, oh well, he's a bloke. He's not. He's never shown me that sort of affection. But you're like, hold on a second. That's my child.
Exactly.
Simple end of. That's my child. Like, you just
You've
want the
got
best
to.
for them, and yeah.
I can imagine you, empty, you know, as a young parent having a kid with problems. Back then, I mean, now my lad's nearly 14. I was 30 back then, and as years gone, and then you mature and you come to accept the things. This is life, and sometimes you have to get on with it and live with it. And as time goes, it gets better. But the first few years or the first few months, I was in mentally breakdown, exhausted. What was going on with him? Trust me.
I'll be honest
I mean,
with
like I
you.
say, I'm mentally strong, but you know, having so much from different doctors in one year, the other year, there and then, it's just I was going to explode. That's how it was.
It's a lot of take. It's a lot of taking. Obviously,
Yeah.
I was the same with my little one. My eldest boy from a previous relationship, when they said, "Oh, right, he's got to have a heart operation, but it could be 60-40% of him surviving," it was just like, vroom.
Exactly.
It's just like, I don't need you to tell me that. Just do what you need to do, and whatever is. And thankfully, it all went well. Then he had to have his second heart operation when he was two years old. He had to have obviously he had to have it ballooned out because obviously he was getting bigger, so they had to make his thing bigger. So, but he's 8. Like I say, he's going to be 18 this April the 16th. So,
Yeah.
so it's all good. But like we've all said, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a female, or like a mum or a dad. A parent's love is unconditional. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
So, but I know that I'm not meeting you guys in a couple of weeks' time, but one of you or all of you just give Shani a big hug from us, yeah?
Yeah, no, we'll do.
He deserves it.
Yes.
I'm going to show you something, and
yeah.
This is a picture when my son came out of surgery, and it was the one and only time that I have publicly cried in front of people that I do not know, and that was in front of all the doctors and nurses, and I walked out to that.
Real men cry, empty, mate. Real men cry.
He had tubes coming out of him left, right, and centre. He had a bag in his kidney. Yeah, trust me.
Oh God, I've seen
first
so many.
First 6 months of his life, and I'm getting a bit teary-eyed here, so apologies
I know,
about that. The first 6 months of his life.
It's making me touch now, empty, because I've seen it with my lad.
I can't remember fuck all. I'll be God's honest truth. There's patches, and that's only when I had like appointments and things where I had to remember because I needed to make sure that I was ready for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And if you ask me, you know, what was his when he first clutched my hand? Don't know. When he first looked at me, don't know. When he first kicked, don't know. That first 6.5 months, I remember everything about his appointments. I remember vividly, with proper detail, conversations I had with doctors, and that's all I remember. That's all I remember. And I said that.
Yeah, I was going to say it's your brain. Obviously, it's traumatic from what you're going through. So it puts it to the back of your head, the bad things that you don't want to remember, because, like you say, obviously it's progression and it's better. Obviously, I know obviously he's still got problems, but he's improved from birth till now. So your brain's automatically thought, fuck off bad shit, get back there. I don't want anything to do with it. So now you're where you are now. So
I mean, MT just showed that picture. My son had a lot of wires because he was in the incubators, as they say.
Yeah.
Obviously, because he suffered a traumatic birth. That was an extra thing. He had so many wires, so many. How can a child, child having like 20 or 30 wires going into him, blood there, blood taking out there? It was hard to see because the pain the child is going through.
Yeah,
We were really,
bless him.
I was, like I said, I was mentally exhausted what was going on with him.
It took
hard,
massively,
like you said, you've got to be strong, carry on. Look, he's good, he's there, he's still alive, and
exactly.
You probably hear his background noises sometime, and I'll go in his room with the live stream. Who's that making noise? And that keeps going. He's a soldier.
The reason I get that emotional, and I'll show you one more picture, is because
I do. I can understand that. I've got so many photos.
Yeah, between his birth and his surgery, his allergies hardcore kicked in, and again, that's a picture of him with, if you can see the skin condition there, his skin was completely, basically it was peeling. He had pus and must and what have you. He was itching all over. He weren't eating because he was puffy-eyed, and this was between birth and his surgery. So, as I said, that first 6.5 months, and believe you me, as I said, it got to that point where things were happening subconsciously for me. Like it was second nature sort of things. Like I needed to do this, I needed to do that, but my own health took a backseat. My own mental health took a backseat. My own emotions took a backseat. And as I said, as Darren said, as Cam said, Dean, yourself, Sean, have said, you don't feel comfortable, or you feel that you have to be something because the world would portray you as something else if you showed a different emotion or a different side.
Yeah, you just got, I don't like to say, obviously we've said the word quite a lot, like man up, but you've got to be in the positions that we've all been in. You've got to be strong at that time for each other, and obviously for your other half as well, because you've got to be a rock, because if they see you cry, that makes them worse, or it kind of worries them even more if they see the worry on your face and stuff like that.
If it was the other way around, Dean, my missus was strong. I don't know how, women not meant to be strong in them situations, but she used to just tell me, stop taking negative, it'll get better, it'll get better. And she used to keep saying that, it'll get better, just keep praying and hoping, it'll get better and it'll get better. And she was more stronger than me. I mean, that you say, it goes back down to, we are men, we're meant to be man up. No, but we got feelings, we got emotions, as women do.
Exactly, yeah. Like I just said to him,
I would try. I mean, him showing me that picture, it's touched me again. It's really.
It takes you back. I mean, I'll tell you an experience of a mate of mine. His daughter was actually born without a heartbeat. So she, up to the point where she was born, she was living, breathing, all the rest of it. And as she came out, basically, without being disrespectful to I call her sister-in-law, because at the end of the day, I see him as a brother. But all the doctors and nurses panicked. And the first thought that came to his mind, and this is reflection on what you just said, Sean, the first thought that came into his mind was, my missus has gone through hell and back to give birth to this child. I've got to make sure she doesn't feel out of place. She turned around, obviously she can't see the situation, as you guys have all been in the birthing room, technically speaking, she's laying back, but you've got the dressing gown, or whatever. So
Yeah,
she
the
could actually
curtain.
see. Yeah, she could actually see. And he turned around and she goes, "What's going on?" Because the doctors and nurses were rushing around and everything, and he said, "Nothing. Everything's absolutely fine." And I can't imagine what emotions he was going through at that point, because he knew that that child, and thankfully she's alive, breathing, she's growing up, and she's living a full life at the moment, thankfully. But at that moment in time, what he was going through, only he knows. But he had to show face. He had to be that man at that moment to sort of go, you know what, everything's fine. And even though he's looking at his child with no heartbeat in front of him at that particular moment. And he told me this, and I turned around because I was going through, as I said, with my son and stuff, I was going through the shit. And he knew about it, and he basically told me, and he goes, "Look, I don't tell people this, but this was the situation." And obviously they did what they had to do. They put the oxygen and what have you and all the rest of it, and thankfully they got her heart up and running. But you know, going back to that whole, he turned around to his missus, goes, "Everything's fine," and he just point blank ignored, not ignored, that's a bad word to use, but
blocked it
all to be the man, to man up.
That's why, you know, I was laughing because that's what happens to me. We sometimes, I'm happy that we don't have anything happening. I mean, you know, disease wise or, you know, physical problem, those kind of thing. I don't have it in my life, to be honest. I'm very lucky to have that. But I went through so much difficulties. There was some days, my very early life, when I started my life, got married, I didn't have money to buy food next day, you know. So those kind of thing, there's so many situations. I don't want to go deep, I don't want to make, you know, you guys upset because I went through so much shit. But anyway, long story short, because you know, you want the man, you know, do we say man up and all that crap? You take everything and you show that face and you take all the heat and then give the women or your parents or everyone's around you that smile. That's what causes the most heart attack for the men's. Like, you know, the men's get most of the heart attack. Why? Because they're taking a lot of shit, because they don't cry. Women, if you tell her something, she start crying. Something you said she's not gonna like, she's gonna start crying. You know, that's what happens. So very tiny little things, they cry because they just cry out. We don't cry very often. Do you know what I mean? That's what actually kills us inside. You know how Darren went through so much stress, you know, because imagine, I can understand, even though I can't really be in his situation to actually feel how it felt like, but I can understand what Imti felt. Seeing that picture, my heart goes out for you and your son, Imti. But I know how much I love my son. If I see him, bro, very lucky, Alhamdulillah, my son. He never had any problems, as in major problems, apart from fevers and stuff. But tiny little bit of a fever, tiny little bit of something, I go crazy. I can't, you know, I don't know what to do. Even though if it's for someone else's kids or someone else, then I can be calm and say, you know what, calm down, do this, do that, blah blah blah. And I become an idiot. I don't know what to do. Most common things I forget. I don't know what to do. So I understand what went through you, Imti, and that's why, obviously, because I'm not capable of taking this kind of thing in. I would die, bro. I would have a heart attack. That's me. Sean, what's he going through? No chance. I'm gonna die. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. What Darren went through, okay? By the way, Darren, I'm not gonna take it. I will probably do whatever you probably came in your mind. Do you understand? Because I can't take that much of a stress. Now, this kind of thing, like, you know, I can take stress, but when it's going on my way, there's so much things to adjust and everything. I can do that. I can handle these kind of pressure as long as it's going my way, the way I wanted it to go. But when you see that the whole world basically turning against you, then you have to fight. That's it. I'm done. I can't. You know, I'll give up in Darren's situation. I'll be like, you know what, put me in prison or put me wherever. Fuck it. You know, I can't be asked. So these are the things.
The thing with
You
that
know,
is,
hats off to you guys. I mean, what you've been through and everything. Do you know what I mean? So that's what it is.
the thing with
Cheers,
that
buddy.
is
Appreciate
that
it.
there's a video on TikTok, and TikTok for me is very, very, very dangerous because
Yeah, I don't use it.
it feeds off what you like and it shows you more of it. Now there's a video of who do you call when you need when you need to talk the most, and it's all about males, and the males are going, no one. Call no one. Why would I need to call anyone? Like, we're men. We're meant to man up, you know. And that video like hits home real fucking sharp.
I think I've seen that when they were randomly asking guys.
Yeah. No one.
Who do you turn to? And none of the guys. Yeah, the guys were like, so they're shrugging their shoulders, going, "We don't. We just
we'll crack on.
Crack on, yeah."
It's like that. Like, I was at uni doing my computer science. I was facing against family courts. I was facing against crown courts. You know, and it's you just plod on. You plow on. You face one challenge at a time, and then you move on to the next, and the next, and the next, and then the next, and you know, it just gets stupid where you've got to juggle several things all at once, and it's like it does get on top of you, but you know, it gets to the point of where you just sit there and go, "Fuck it," you know, do what you got to do. If you, you know, if you're going to turn around and throw me in jail, then I get 5 years in fucking jail where I get a free 3 meals a day, a PlayStation. I don't have to pay my TV license because it's free. You know, roof over my head and crack on.
And don't drop the soap.
Yeah. But I mean, the thing that broke me the most was my little boy. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah. Is that the feet? Yeah, the feet. Yeah.
Yeah, that was when my little boy, Cody, my first ever child, was born sleeping. Now that day that we got told that he didn't have a heartbeat, it was on the 18th of April, 9:32 in the morning. We got told, and then on the 20th of April he was born. My ex was induced, and he was born at 9:34 and 32 seconds at night time. And I remember it because you remember your kids' births and everything, don't you? And it's like, my ex was proper just going nuts at me because I was crying my eyes out. I couldn't stop crying. You know,
which is understandable.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Yeah, but she was sat there like her brother was pregnant with the girlfriend, obviously, and a couple of months after my little boy passed away, their little boy was born, and we were going to the hospital, and her father turned around to me and said, "If you're going to go, don't cry. Don't stand there crying. This is their happy time. You know, man, if you're going to be like that, then don't go in." I was like, what? Wow. And then I had a few months off work. I worked at O2, and I had a few months off, and my boss, Jason, his name is, I'll fucking name and shame the prick. He turned around to me and I says, you know, we're at hospital. I've just found out my boy's passed away, and I need some time off. And he says, yeah, that's fine. You can have the week off, obviously, get things sorted. And it was 3 weeks before I was able to bury my boy. And it was where my boss was asking me to come back, and I'm like, I've not even buried my boy. I've not buried my boy yet. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
You can't process it. And he said on the phone, and I swear to God, if he was stood in front of me, I would have gone down for murder. Yeah, because he turned around to me and he says, well, how can you miss something that you never had? Like, it was never here to have.
What a Chinook.
Yeah.
And I was like, you fucking what?
Yeah.
Like, I got attached to my boy Cody. Like, I was feeling him kick. I was feeling him moving around, getting excited. We were buying outfits galore. We spent half of our uni money on outfits, even though he was only going to be in them for less than a month before he'd grow up and we'd have to chuck them or sell them or whatever. But yeah, I mean, when my ex fell pregnant again, it was in October. And I said to my ex, I was like, I need some time before we try again or whatever. I says, because that just fucking ripped me apart. And she was like, I just want a baby, and blah, 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 blah. So eventually she fell pregnant. October 25th is when we found out. And I took a step back. I wasn't involved as much. I didn't feel her belly as much. I kind of was like reserved. I didn't want to get attached for fear of it could happen again. Kind of like protecting myself and putting my guard up.
I know where you're coming from, definitely.
Yeah, and it was like, you know,
it becomes a phobia, and like if it happens again, do you know what I mean? You don't want to go through that same thing.
But it is what people go through, and obviously they stand, you know, they put on a face. It's like whenever you walk down the street, I guarantee you've got mates around you and stuff like that you know you've grown up with for years or whatever. And you turn around to them, just say, "How you doing?" Count how many in a day, how many people turn around to you and go, "I'm all right, I'm fine." Because that's the magic word. When someone says that they're fine, they're not.
Yeah.
They're nowhere near fine. They're just plodding along, dealing with the shit that's thrown at them daily.
Yeah.
And you got to smile like I do, you know, all the time on the live stream, taking a laugh, banter, even though what I go daily, my daily life with Mohammed, my lad, how hard it is. You guys know. So I just, by doing that, it keeps me going. Smiling, giggling, having a banter, having jokes, laughs,
I do that. I become a joker. If you think about a big one for me, a big personality for me is Robin Williams. He was such a fucking amazing actor at the highest profile that he could ever be. You know, like Jumanji, Hook.
Even at that TV show as well, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, all of that, like on the world's platform, and he goes and commits suicide. But he was always out there making everyone else laugh while he was behind the doors crying.
Yeah,
and it's
just a front. Yeah,
and that's kind of what I do. I make everyone laugh. I take the piss out of people, not maliciously, but I'll have banter, I'll have a laugh, I'll take the piss. But you know, there's some days where you can sit there and have a laugh and stuff like that, but behind that fun Darren, you don't know what's going on, and that's the same with everyone else.
Yeah, and
you're trying to deal with the shit.
Yeah,
and it's
like training yourself to live with it and live with the shit, basically.
Yeah, but the way I know it's not good. I know that, don't get me wrong. How I'm going to say this, obviously, that the way you're doing that is a good way because you're having a bit of banter. You get people that are not happy with their life, so they would rather make other people's lives shit as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, you like to say you're having banter, but like obviously, I know behind closed doors you're not. You're not completely 100% happy and stuff, but you're getting there now because obviously you've got that precious time with your boy when you see him and stuff. So
I mean, it's before Christmas. You know, it was where me and my ex broke up. Turns out she went and sat on someone else's dick within a week of us breaking up after a 4-year relationship, virtually, which you know that kind of hurts as well. Because it basically meant that the relationship that we had meant absolutely fuck all because she was quite willing to jump on someone else. But also, in that same time as the breakup happening, my ex before her, which is my boy's mum, stopped contact. So for 6 weeks, I didn't see my boy. and it was all due to my ex's father talking to my boy's mum, and both of them together coming up with a concoction to try and keep me out of my boy's life. I'm like, you know, I've spent near enough about 4 or 5 grand just to take you back to court, for the court to do nothing to you whatsoever. And this dickhead that was down the street that's walking around town that's actually hiding now, and he's hiding quite well, because I've known a lot of people in this town, and obviously can't shit really in this town without someone knowing something. And you make a few friends when you grow up, and obviously they're willing to do a few favours. But yeah, this person that's caused me a bit of aggro has been hiding. So I can't wait for that justice day. But it's a case of, like, on the BOTB videos for the Bentley, I got slagged off to high heaven. I mean, bearing in mind, me and my boy's mum broke up 2017. I won in 2019. Yeah. It was where I got a load of shit for winning a car. Not realizing that car would be money, and it would be a house for me and Flynn. Obviously, when Flynn's with me, it was just jealousy, because, you know, she didn't have that money and she felt that that money was owed to her. But that's the thing as well. When you go to a family court, they will go to the police, because the family courts will say, well, have you made a police report about this? And if not, then they won't believe you, sort of thing. So she went to the police, made false accusations, went to the family courts, and then she got free legal aid for domestic abuse claims. So she gets a free solicitor, and the other party that's involved has to fund it themselves, which in the family court scenario, for everyone that's actually applying to see their kids, it's 94 and 95% is males applying to court to get visitation rights to their kids. And it turns out that domestic abuse is brought up. Solicitors are throwing it down the female's throat, saying, oh, well, if you don't say domestic abuse, then you're going to have to pay for a solicitor. If you do use domestic abuse, then you get a free solicitor for you, and the other person has to pay. So they automatically use domestic abuse as the free cash cow to get a free solicitor to fight against you. Yeah. But in that chance, in that time, they go to CSA, Child Maintenance Services. So when they go to CSA, they calculate your average monthly income, and then they go, right, you need to pay 200 quid out your wages to her. And it's like, right, okay, so you're working this out on the basis that how many sleepovers the child has. And clearly at the minute, she's not letting me until I get a court order. But the court order I can't get because I can't save up to get a solicitor, because you're raping me with a double-edged sword. Because it's like you're trying to save up all the money you can, but then CSA jump down your throat and take a little bit of that savings that you've got. And for you to go to court, minimum is 10 grand. Easy.
Yeah.
You know, and unless you've got a bit of savings behind you, you can't get into court. And obviously, you can't get into court for the first 12 weeks anyway, between 6 and 12 weeks, because of the backlog. And then while you've got a bitter parent that won't let you see the children or child, you know, you've got to put up with your emotions. The kid's got to put up with its own emotions. And not understanding why daddy doesn't want to see the child anymore. And it's like, well, I do. It's just your mother being a bitch. But
yeah, my ex tried to do the same thing, but because my name wasn't on the birth certificate, she didn't have a leg to stand on, trying to get money from me because my name wasn't on it. They said, well, no, legally his name's got to be on the birth certificate, which it wasn't, so you can't ask him for money.
Not anymore, Dean. No, when I had a phone call off CSA, my boy was it was 2017. She'd gone, 2017 in September, I started going to uni. CSA was jumping down my throat. And I was like, look, I'm doing a uni course. Technically, in the eyes of your handbook, that's not classed as a taxable income. So in my eyes, from what you're telling me, it's zero payments. If my boy needs anything, obviously I'm going to try my hardest to get that item that he needs and provide it. But I'm not really wanting to kind of provide financial stability and nails and hairs and all that sort of shit for someone that's treating me like that. So they said, oh yeah, that's fine, you're a student, it's fine, further education. 2 years it took for them, and I had $2,500 in debt on CSA because they calculated it off my last earnings, tax year earnings, and I kept sending them proof of the student loans, kept sending them proof of me being enrolled on uni and all that lot. And they were like, yeah, that's fine, we'll sort it. 2 weeks later, getting a threatening letter saying they're going to come round, they're going to take possessions, they're going to take my passport, they're going to take my driver's license and all this sort of shit to force me to pay. And I'm like, hold up, 2 weeks before you said it was fine and you're going to sort it. But for 2 years, I was in $2,500 worth of debt with CSA, but they were telling me it's fine because I didn't owe it, which is stupid. But the minute, because I was in social services books because of the lies, I said that I needed to change Flynn on from a Wednesday to a Saturday. So it would be Saturday instead of Saturday, Wednesday. And they said, why? And I says, I've got a job, a full-time job, Monday to Friday and every other Saturday morning. And they were like, oh, okay. So I was in my job Monday morning, 8 o'clock I started. I got a phone call at 2 minutes past 9. Hi, is this Darren? Godson, yeah, okay. Can you confirm your date of birth, name, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, who are you? I'm not giving you any of that shit until I know who you are. They went, oh, we're from the Child Maintenance Services. I was like, right. I says, what do you want? And they went, oh, well, we've been notified that you've got a new job. I'm like, wow, that was fucking quick. I said, I only mentioned that on Thursday and we're now Monday. And they were like, can you confirm how much you're earning? I was like, looking at my watch going, well, yeah, I can. Because up to now, it's about £9 because that's how long I've been in the fucking job. 1 hour. And she's already jumping down my throat about money.
It's messed up. It's proper messed up, that sort of shit, man.
It's all wrong. But
have you seen it? I know we've been having a long discussion while I've been going to this room. I was in the other room. Midweek is good this week. You can boost the cash slide up to 40k if you buy 10 or more tickets. And the dream car, they've got credit car for RS6, so meaning you'll get 50% of the credit back next day.
It's £2.80 a ticket, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll get 140 back.
Yeah. And
if you look at the midweek, it's good.
Oh, it's midweek. You can get the 40k if you earn over 50.
Yeah. If you get 10 or more.
If you buy 10 or more. If you buy 2, you get like 12k.
They double up. Yeah, they double up your slider.
Not too bad. And yeah, just to answer Abu Chowdhury's lifestyle answers the UK, buddy.
I think they should do this BOTB. Just do it regularly now. Up to option how many tickets you buy. Even on the car, you go up to 50k slider or even 80 with that or 70. Because that's gone up to 40 in midweek.
Yeah, and half price on the Lambo.
Nice.
I mean,
say that again.
Yeah, for the same price, for 60p only.
Yeah,
I think that
20k, it's now for 40k.
But that's, you have to buy 10 tickets in one go.
Yeah. 10 tickets, isn't it? It's fine.
Yeah, so minimum.
I'll buy 75.
In one go, minimum 10 tickets.
They actually got to wear that on the bus, or.
But I think if they're going to do that on midweek, I think next week's week's green card, it could be possibly they could do up to 80k.
Have they?
Yeah. I'm actually, you know what? To be fair, I'm actually glad that BOTB have started doing this because I think they did something in January as well, and in February throughout, each day they had some kind of an offer, and it sort of you know, I did the cash thing last week, the 50% credit back on the RSQ8
On the
last
RS.
week. So I bought the DC
Yeah.
and got 50. Look at Dean's face.
Get out! I don't want your germ.
His missus said go bed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
me up
she's-
while she's coughing her lungs up.
She needs to be
She looks like
self-isolating.
she looks like shite, and she feels like
Are you not
shite.
in work, Dean, tomorrow?
No,
Yeah,
I've
Hope you get well
I feel it
soon.
now.
Thank you. Like crap.
Hey,
I hope you get well.
telling that man there to get up off his arse, go make you a brew, tuck you in, fluff your pillows. Come on, Dean, what are you playing at?
No, leave my face. I will punch in your face.
I like a bit of pain, man. Yeah. No, I just realised. Obviously, it's book day or World Book Day for Scotland. Obviously, Logan's got Spider-Man, and Ethan's got Black Panther. Black Panther. He's got all the bloody thing on. So yeah.
You just reminded me of. I swear I've got an email from my boys' school.
It's tomorrow. So
The schools around here have done it all week. They've been doing it so that they can choose different outfits per day.
Oh,
yeah.
Crap.
It's just
You know what they did? There is no discount if you buy more tickets.
No worries, Abu. Sorry.
You mean the prices don't go off?
Yeah. You know, when you buy more than 10 tickets, it's cheaper, isn't it? But it's the same price as individual tickets.
Or when you buy 10, you get like £2.30 off or something.
Is it me, or is the Audi RS6 event cash alternative a bit strange? Because that seems a bit low.
Yeah, because if you just get a standard one, it's about 100 grand.
So
what's
the apt RS6S is 112, but the Audi RS6 event is 80. How's there £32,000 difference between the apt and the standard?
Yeah, I haven't got a clue. I don't know how they do that.
Because it's, I mean, with all due respect to apps, it can't cost 32 grand to change it from that to that, can it?
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
Love you. Thank you. Cheers. I've got COVID now. Right.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah, see? Sharing is
Can't
caring.
come then.
Oh, as long as I don't bloody die.
I don't say that, dude.
Oh, you're such a drama queen. Get over yourself.
Dean, just has she got a sore throat?
Yeah, it's
And
just
if
too
he
much of
says
that.
anything about medication like
What?
that,
Want a bit of man cream?
It's not the bloody throat that's hurting, it's the chest.
I wasn't going to say anything like that at all.
Sorry, she's very dirty.
I would never think of anything like that.
He just lined Dean up for that. That's all he did.
That's right.
he just put the track there, and Dean pushed that train forward.
California.
No, she gets our sense of humour. She's good. She's good like that.
Yeah, no, he's got to have a sense of humour, innit?
Yeah, especially to being with me. Yeah, definitely.
Have you seen what Alkesh Patel's just said? Russian businessman.
Let's go Russia, man.
Places $1 million bounty on Putin's head.
Is that
Get
it?
in there.
Yeah, I know, but it's like freaking Dr. Evil. $1 million. That's gonna do fuck all, man. It's freaking, like whoever takes that bounty is calling for their own head. Are they not?
It reminds me of Will Smith and Martin Lawrence.
Hold my beer.
Bad Boys, yeah.
Yeah, Bad Boys 2, where he said, "I will give a whatever it is to get me out of prison," or whatever it was.
No, that was SWAT.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, SWAT.
Oh no, SWAT. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm thinking of something else. Yeah.
$100 million, and they go through the sewers and shit, don't you? And then
that's it. Yeah.
I'm into bed soon.
Yeah, I'll be coming to bed soon.
Just because
Yeah.
take the kids to school tomorrow.
Well, I don't sleep as it is when you're coughing, Bubs. Anyway, so.
Well,
You're
I'm
not
really
up at
sorry
3
that
Dean
my
tomorrow.
poorliness is an inconvenience for you.
Just put a pillow over your head.
Arsehole. I'll put the pillow over yours in a minute, mate. It'd be my boobies in your face, you dickhead.
That's right. Lovely.
Do you think you should go to bed now?
No, that's all right. There's no bruise on my forehead. I'm not under the thumb.
You had to look before she said it as he said it as she walked out the door.
No, I don't sleep well anyway. But obviously, because she's obviously not well and been coughing, I don't sleep. I'll probably only get. I think last night I probably had about 2 hours sleep all night. So, but
I saw your picture on I think it was WhatsApp where you sent a picture of like
yeah. Yeah. I look. Obviously, you couldn't. It didn't really do it justice. But I literally had bloodshot eyes, big time, but I felt like absolute crap. But yeah, I'm taking the boys to school tomorrow and Friday because
one of you guys need to spruce yourselves up.
Who?
Well, one of you guys. You need to spruce yourself up. Make sure all your hair's intact. Do the comb over, hide the bald spot.
Well, I've had my beard trimmed and I've had a bit of a slight fade, but
you never know, guys. In less than probably about 9 hours, you could be waking up with Christian knocking on your fucking doors.
Well, I will be home, so.
By the way, I have removed my surprise contact.
Well, I will be home. I won't be at work.
I was thinking the same thing, Cam, because that way at least I know it's either they turn up or not. I don't have to
Why?
Or it's the oh, we've got a hamper for you, empty. Then you know it's not. But
Why do it to yourselves? Come on. Just wait for the surprise.
To be honest with you, my missus would probably just tell me. She'd be like, she said it to me the other day. On was it Monday? I got home from work and she's like, "This random number called me." I was like, "Don't do this shit to me." And she showed me it, and it was like 01 something. I was like, "Fucking delete it, block it, I don't give a shit." She's like, "Why?" I go, "No, 0207 or whatever it is." And she's like, "Why?"
Yeah.
Like, oh. Yeah.
So 0207, but then it's got 404 in there. And I told my mum the mobile number and the business number, and she was walking downtown when they rang her.
Yeah.
And she saw 404 pop up, and she was like, "No fucking way." I think it's the landline that's 404, or it's the mobile.
No, I think the landline.
It's the mobile. It's on the WhatsApp. It's 404 in the middle, then something after.
Yeah, it's like 9999 or some shit like that.
But yeah, when she said that to me on Monday evening, I was just like, one of them. I was like, "No, this can't be." I was, getting all spruced. I was like, "I better fucking shave. I better do this." I was like, "Where's your phone?" She's like, "Here it is. It's fucking 01 something." I was like, "Fucking take that shit back, man." She's like, "Why?" I was like, "It's not the fucking number." She's like, "Oh, right. Don't fucking have a go at me." You asked me if I got a telephone call. I told you I did. I didn't answer it. I was like, "Yeah, fucking that's great as well, isn't it?" Get a telephone call, don't fucking answer it either. Yeah.
Boys, I have to call it a fucking night.
I was going to say, it's 41 already.
Yeah, we've had it's been a good, it's open a lot of things tonight.
Good stream as always. Thank you so much, guys, for joining.
Thanks again, Cam, for
your smash that like button, subscribe, and join Patreons. See you guys tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Have a good night, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Bye.